Ding, ding, ding. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Hello, hello. That is not the right thing I needed. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Warhammer. We are here today because we have a city who we are. Uh-oh, I have a sound in the background. Just ignore me in the background. Oh, okay. I had my phone accidentally still having sound. I was using it earlier. Welcome, everybody. We're probably going to be, until the notification issue is fixed, I also want to say that before we get started. We'll probably be not making the videos quite as long as normal. Probably about an hour. Give or take. And because of that, we're going to postpone our Endless Space Major War episode till next week on Tuesday. Because I've got to, I want to kind of build us up a little bit more off camera so I know I'm completely ready for when you guys see the next episode and we can go to war and just see some really good battles for the first time. Because we've only seen like one or two good battles in that game. Well, we've seen a ton of Warhammer and stuff. But welcome back, everybody. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the stream and welcome back. We're going to load in pretty quick because I want to kind of get rolling because I think we have still like another several turns before our little surprise in one of the Bretonian cities is done constructing. If you haven't if you can't tell by the title, you can probably guess what it is. Big Boom. One of Ikits' finest devices. It's basically like the one that comes from the sky, but for an entire Bretonian city. But welcome, everybody. What time we start? About 7:20. Usually takes me about 3 minutes just to do my intro. I'll probably say closer to 7:25 since the game hasn't even loaded yet. We'll call, yeah, that's when we'll do. We'll call it when it loads. Dang. Holy crud. We've just been sitting here. Sorry, everybody. Dang, I didn't realize. Next time I'm just going to load it first. I didn't realize how long the loading time gets now. With how big the map is. Also, I think my PC needs a little bit of TLC. But it should load and be just fine. Come on, game. Load. Alright, welcome everybody. Welcome back. If you remember correctly, as it loads, our little surprise is on its way. 12 turns. And then boom. The Doom Spear. Alright, so today's episode is more going to be just kind of attacking and dealing more damage to Braytonia while we move around the map. We're going to focus on Mastiff Oracle while Briony is having issues for 12 turns. This whole episode is going to be focused around this event. We're going to make sure we're here for this when it happens. Alright. It's lagging a little bit.
Blacklisted. Kill at
I'm
once.
not worried about that. I hope that's not an issue. We'll see in a minute though when we get into the battle. Skitterly, don't really need that right now. A Hex. Cannot move. Targeted flying. Okay, so it's for flying things. We'll just upgrade Scorch. Finish that off. We'll end the turn and we'll deal with them next turn. If you want to go after Mastiff Oracle. That'll be our mission while the other device continues to be constructed under, what was that city? Briony? No, not Briony. Ooh, I saw Noctilus. Count Noctilus is out on the sea somewhere over there. There's his boat. But that's only where we last saw him. So Noctilus is actually kind of nearby. He's moved up here almost all the way to where I'm at. The good old Wood Elves are nearby. Failure to assault units. Good. And these guys are just continuously facing attrition. Alright, now we've got a movement. Is they in range? Alright. Well, we know where we're going now. If I could get him out on the water, I could probably take those guys out and get extra points for him. He might lose a couple of units, but he can rebuild near home turf. By the way, the warp cell drop rate is a little bit eh. Even though I have the upgrades that are supposed to increase how many are dropped, I haven't seen a warp cell in a good minute. And how many castles and battles have we done? Seems kind of insane. Assault units failure. Oh god. The Wood Elves are joining forces. Huh. Things are bad.
What?
Alright, that's the Toxide Brothers. We should probably send their unit in first. They don't really have any archers. So that's kind of an issue.
Chief
Or any, I say archers. Any good ranged units. I think we'll send Ikit as the attacker.
Mass destruction.
Ooh, this is oh, they got some good stuff. That is... Okay, that's not as good. But we've got Knights of the Realm. Now, these guys I'm not worried about. They're literally going to be stuck behind castle walls the whole time until we breach. These guys, though, are going to fight pretty hard. Okay. We're going to need some powers. And the rats might be able to break the door down, but I don't know if I have enough of them, so we're going to go with a battering ram. It'll all
This
take
arms
2
race,
turns.
no contest.
We're also going to be moving, of course, the secondary army into position.
My thanks. Scampascari.
Scampascari. Alright, so now what's it say?
Annihilate.
See, now it's an auto-resolve if we wait the 2 turns. I don't know if we're going to do that. I do want to fight some battles tonight, so we'll probably fight it.
Which kill device to use?
Okay. We're good. Oh god, we're suffering attrition. Ew.
Rise.
We can only wait 1 turn or this is going to get real bad. Oh, that's not good. That means we have to attack now.
Test weapons. Yes.
Why are we suffering attrition?
Make things dead.
I really didn't want to auto-resolve this. We're going to have to charge the walls with ladders as we do this. We don't have time to wait on this. Alright.
Set suit
Let's
to
go.
war. Fight
We're gonna
go.
have to fight this. We could auto-resolve it, like I said, but the auto-resolve sometimes is funny in this game. Even though I had like a supreme advantage, a lot of my units are gonna take some heavy wounds. They might still end this battle. We're gonna have to see. Because I have to rush them at the wall, which means we're gonna take even more wounds. I don't know, we'll see how much better I can try to do this in the AI. It needs to let me have both my armies. I hate that it always tries to send them in reinforcements, because then it takes a lot longer to group them together than it would in the beginning. Because then I can put one army on one wall, one army on the other. If we smash it in the middle, there's no way they could match us both. We would get less casualties that way, too. And we don't need too many menace blows. We're not really fighting a defensive battle. We're really just trying to trap any units that might escape, which means at the end we'll use it. And I think we're good. Yeah, see, it's making my reinforcements come in as separate units. That is so bothersome sometimes.
Ikits claw.
It's like I need... Why did you only grab part of that? That's weird. It's like I need you to do it all at once, game. Makes it harder when you do it the other way.
Clan rat spears.
Clan rat spears. Alright, who has more health? Melee defense, weapon strength. Alright, so the spears need to be the ones rushing the walls. They have the most health. So they can get up there the quickest. We're gonna center it out because what I'm planning on doing, this unit's going here, this unit's going here, this unit's going here. We do have some decent magic. Oh, it's gonna kill me, isn't it? Oh! Yes! It's a good sign. Ronaldo's with us. Okay. So now, what we want to do is the same thing, but behind them. In a separate layer. Because this layer is going to go up wherever it needs to. I'm going to, however, put the rat ogres in between them. Because the rat ogres are going to try to bust the wall down, or the door down. That's their job.
Clan rats.
In this whole thing. And this clan rats is going with them. These are all going to be in one unit.
Clan rat spears.
Ikit, you need to kind of go with these guys, and I'll send you up one of the ladders somewhere. Okay, so now My gunners would probably be safer on this side. Because we can swoop them around wherever we need them. So you... Here... You... Here... And we grab our sorcerer. He sits there. That becomes its own group. Ikits, you need to be warriors for these guys. Our plague priests.
Ready.
I mean, we're just kind of rushing the walls at this point. But I'll keep them as their own units, what I think I want to do.
Our tails, yours.
They're going to be back here. They're going to be the third and final unit that pushes up the ladder or through the door or whatever. These guys are basically going to go wherever the holes are needed to assault and do a lot of damage because they're anti-infantry damage dealing frenzy. So, they're going to do some good damage. Now, for the next part. My artillery, that also needs to get some good.
Plague monster.
You guys need to be with these guys.
Ready.
Lock
Now,
that.
ready now.
Lock that.
Lock Jezzails.
Lock that.
Guide us, Horn One.
Alright.
Warp cannon lighting. Plague claw catapult.
And you guys need to be set up here. Now y'all are just gonna hammer the walls. You're gonna get your own group, and you are gonna get your own group, and then the rest I'll just call in manually and highlight them and just send them at the walls as the reinforcements come in. Alright. Let me put you guys here. Actually, you need to be in a tighter formation. Come on now. There we go. Because you're going to need to punch through the wall when it's open. Okay, so.
What orders? Clan spears.
Here we go. Oh wait, I forgot mine. Forgot to add those guys in. Start battle. Grab. And move. There's my reinforcements. Shoot. There it is. Right there. Fall back and go there, because you're going to get shot. Okay, here we go. This is where they're going to take a lot of hits. Rush the wall. Rush the wall. Rush the wall. Rush the wall. You guys breach the door. Catapults. Also breach the door. We should be able to get that door open pretty quick, to be honest. We're gonna take a lot of hits. Oh god, they're going after the what's it called. Okay. Come on guys, y'all need to get on that wall. Actually in that case, because the catapult can get a better shot at the wall. These guys. They're killing my plague monks. Don't like that. Gunners aren't doing much. So I'm gonna pull these guys up on their own. They're doing shots, but we're gonna go up here. You need to join in ladders over here. You need to join ladders over here. Oh, whoa. Does that mean our ogres is going in here? Where'd our rat ogres go? Yeah, they're like right there. For some reason, standing in the door. Yeah, get them! Okay, now I'm being. Alright, now, Ikit. Get inside. What is this? Bombardment. Rest set. We're getting on a wall now. It's a bombardment. Right here. Whoa, was that my other army? Holy crap, I didn't realize they had done that. Oh, okay, okay, in that case. Hold on 1 second. Get in here. Well, where's some freaking skating slaves? There we go. Get up the wall.
Yes.
Get up the wall. Why is this catapult moving to the front? Who gave this man orders? In this case, who gave this rat orders? Get back. You. Toss at these dudes on the wall. Flamethrowers. At this point, you're not really helpful, so just line up right here and do some damage. Skaven spears. Get up here as well. You as well. This way.
As you wish.
Okay, we're breaching the walls.
Clan rat spears.
Wow. Yeah, see, I did this way better than the computer would have. Alright, where's Ikit? Let me grab Ikit. Oh, these guys need to retreat. Where's withdrawal? Where's withdrawal? Where's withdrawal? Withdrawal. Withdraw immediately. Where are they? Right there. There you go. Withdraw. Thank you. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. I'll deal with this right now. First off, get up this wall. You're not doing no good out there. Okay, so I gotta get my... Okay. So you... Focus this. You... Punch this. You... Get down there. You're a spearman, you need to get down there.
Clanrat spears! Yes, yes!
Okay.
Infernal weapons!
Infernal weapons! I need a direct attack on my position, y'all. This is gonna hurt a little bit, I guess. What do you mean target's group? You're being dumb. I am on the ground. I'm not on a wall game. Well, never mind. We won. Victory! Alright, in battle. Alright, save replay. Nice. Ikit continues his play. Which is what we're gonna call that. No, no, I got one. The rats go marching in. Alright. Nice, another Bretonian city falls to Ikit Claw. Look at that, lost a lot less than I probably would have. We took way more of a beating. I hope that rat ogre didn't die. I brought it out with 4 people left, unless it didn't make it. Which is going to be really upsetting, because that means I'm going to have to go back and get rat ogres. It died? Really? There were 4 units left, so we almost made that perfect. Okay. Well, that means we gotta get a new, rat ogre for Ikits' army.
Steal things, all things.
Steal things, all things.
Our under-empire, bigger, stronger.
We'll have to fight another battle for this, so let's just take it as... Ooh, that's a settlement 3? Yeah.
More land nests here.
Forbidden Rod. Massive war. And it's already got walls. Perfect. Because we secured it as a 3, I think.
Chief Warlock, Ikits
We
Clan.
let them heal, and then I gotta give them a new, thing. What did I want him to get? Oh yeah, right, wasn't it something? No, that was a call that we needed the blue line. I'm getting my things mixed up now. Well, oh, yeah, this infiltrator. Reload time reduction by 5% for night runners and gutter runner units and stuff like that. And then we want this one too. Cool. Alright.
Great victory. Tell the clan.
Play clock. Wow, that's a good one. Poison Wing Globadiers. Holy crud. Income generated apparently from this. I get a Skaven Warp Ball. Yeah, actually, yeah. Covert checkpoints. That sounds like a really good thing to make this a forward outpost to defend from.
What?
For some reason,
Command.
we suffer attrition over here, though. It's so weird.
Storm Demon.
That's so odd. Food generated 2. And over here, this is only for trade, which we do have trade. Income generated, public order. Where we could upgrade Margarita. It gets Storm Vermin. I can't remember what we were trying to... Since I've been doing so many different things, I can't remember what we were trying to go for. What were we trying to upgrade? I don't remember. Death Runners, Night Runners, Storm Vermin. I do not remember for the life of me what we were trying to do over here. This one's already going to max, so I actually don't know. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I might as well spend it while we can make it back quick. Okay.
I'm greatest.
This is our turn. Yo, Raven! Subbard, now I have a very interesting story that I need to tell someone about. Okay. Welcome, welcome, Raven, welcome. It involves Karen and an angry wife and me almost getting into a fight. It involves a Karen and an angry wife and me almost getting into a fight. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Only one good
So
ear,
y'all
yes,
met,
yes,
y'all
but I
met
still
the
hear you.
Actually just got done watching a video that talks about, that makes a joke about that. You keep saying you want me in an alliance here, Aranessa. No, I can't do that. I cannot fight the Wood Elves just yet. Wait till I defeat Braytonia, then we'll talk about those pesky Wood Elves. Because I think we're good enough now. I think we're ready. I think we can do it. I think we can burn some trees. They're gonna do it. No, they're not. They're gonna go on land. They're marching for my little city, aren't they? Wonder if I could win that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know I could win it now. They separated like they separated heavily. I'm about to wipe out 2 more Braytonia. I want to make sure Braytonia has no way of coming back. They're basically trying to call all their what armies they have back to their main lands because the Skaven are overrunning their countryside and pillaging their lands. And Ikit is destroying their cities. And one's about to go boom! Basically, my wife got into an argument with a Karen. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, it's... That joke being said, from that, I don't want to say who it was, because like I said, but that joke being said, yeah. It's hard not to get in an argument with a Karen. I think that's what it's there for. That is what that person's for. By the way, this is nothing against anyone whose actual name is Karen, by the way. It's just a meme that was started a while back because there was a person who was really hostile to like a bunch of people.
Your conquests
and her name
strike
to
fear
be
into the hearts of your enemies, mighty lord. The wisest amongst them will know that fate is on your side.
I'm already aware. Thanks for letting me know, though. That gave me my money back. Yeah, Nurgle's rot. Well, my rats have a vile disease given to them by the grandfather himself. Well, cool. Aren't we already part of Nurgle, technically, hypothetically speaking, since rats spread plague and disease? Wouldn't the Skaven, if they had hypothetically been a true follower of chaos, wouldn't they be Nurgle? Besides maybe the dead? But that would have to be actual zombies. I don't know. In this realm, there's not really a true representation of most of chaos. Except maybe Slanesh, Korn, and whatever the other one is, Shazink, however you say his name. He is a good representation as well. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna give Ikit.
Test subjects.
We're gonna give Ikit this guy's ogre.
Move.
Weird. So I want to where is it? I want this.
Scurry mode.
Because Ikit benefits from having that rat ogre a lot more than he does.
More warpstone. Now.
Alright, let's keep moving. Once we're done with all the Braytonia, yeah, this is pretty much the end of Braytonia. It's from what it looks like. If we attack Aquitaine over here and win, we should, once this city goes boom boom, we should have all of Braytonia completely destroyed because they have not confederated with him or him. So they do not count right now, and I'm not going to war with them because I have plans for our pointy-eared woodland friends here after I get done with Braytonia. Since they're one of our main objectives of corruption, I'm going to put an undercity under every single tree. And if they get sparky with me, I'm going to burn them.
Enemies in sight.
They're going to burn. Ikit will burn. Ikit will become the Mad King. Burn them all. Do I sound crazy enough yet? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Income generated 750. Is that really worth it though? What was we trying to get again? What is this? Oh yeah, the Plague Monk Censer Bears. What were we trying to do? I don't remember. I don't remember. Den of Secrets. Maybe it was the technology I wanted? I'm gonna pass on building for this turn. Because I don't know what I was after. I actually can't remember, sadly, because I'm a silly doof like that sometimes. Let's also ambush our friend right here. Nope, wasn't an ambush, but auto resolve. We don't really need the unit replenishment. We also don't need the food either, so that's one. Your reinforcements shall not make it, Braytonia. Yeah! Yeah. That's what happens. Wow, Braytonia sent 2 armies of reinforcements that got ambushed in my territory and completely wiped out. Good job, bros. Just saying. You are a... Oh, it's a Grayseer. Plague. So it's a commander. It's a mage / commander. Kind of like Ikit, but different. I think... we're going to give him all of his little spells right here, and then we're going to start working on making him a fighter. Envoy of the council. And that should have made his happiness quite good for a while again, because he's been helping punch things. Alright, end turn. Yo, Solid! Okay, let me see. And this woman tried to get her husband into this double team, my wife, so me and Farseer immediately got into this. I've not tried that with Farseer giant albino trees. I said albino. Albino trees. That would be yeah, I don't know if I could do that, but that's a mod. You keep saying that. I don't have a mod. I would do that if I had Ikit mods. Tell her to come at me if I downloaded a bunch of Ikit Claw mods. You try me, bro. I'll get even bigger guns. Try the scientist rat. Wait, and she now has 4 legendary lords. I'll have 5. No, I'm just kidding. I really won't. I won't have anything. I don't know. I'm just having fun today. By the way, like I said, we're not going to be doing Endless Space tonight. Because, I got back. Not late, but it's just been a late start today. I had completely forgot to let y'all know that my mom had her heart procedure thing that she had to do today and get checked out. It's nothing major. They're just trying to figure out what's been going on. Because she's been having some small issues. But, I completely forgot to tell you guys that last night. So, I was out most of the day. I was going to stay home, but I'm like, nah. It gave me a chance to check out this town I wanted to check out because the doctor's appointment was up there. Pretty nice little place, actually. I found me a place I can buy peach soda. I know that doesn't sound important, but it is to me. Because normally I only can get it from Zaxby's. But now, I know a store that sells it. It's not the same kind, but it's just as good. Their morale is infinite. Not if I burn them. Like, they don't need to have morale if I set them on fire. Then they'll just burn to ashes. Actually, charcoal since they're trees. I'll just make them in the charcoal for my rat grills, so I can cook the elf meat on. I'll make it where all my rattling gunners shoot fire bullets. I will start the biggest forest fire you have ever seen in the Wood Elves castle or in the Wood Elves territory. Aqua Terror. Oh, wait a minute. Premature. Hold on.
Kill at once.
At this point, let's just make him a fighter. Can I give him a specialist, hero success chance, boost income? We're not really in one of our own places, so I think what we're gonna do is armor. I want him to be able to fight on the front line better. All right, back to us. Like, Aqua Terror is next. Da-da-da. As usual, same predicament. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna attach, first off, we're gonna take this banner. We're gonna attach it to our new Rat Ogre unit. We are gonna go ahead, since there's no attrition here, and get some actual towers. Whoa, there we go. Oh wait, we wouldn't, so we don't need that. Okay, let's do that then.
Which kill device to use?
Which kill device to use? You heard him right there. That's great.
No,
Ikits gotta be, at least as far as a crazy psychotic rat, one of my favorite
Let's move.
favorite Warhammer characters. Alright, now what does this say? Woo! That's without a tower.
Much suffering pain to be had.
More suffering pain to be had. Only you can prevent wildfires. Or start them.
Targets.
Considering my rat is wielding a flamethrower, I think we're gonna start him instead. Ardnot, trust me, I use fire mage against that thing, and it's both physical. Oh, it won't be magic. You gotta understand, it won't be magic, Raven. It will be flaming incendiary warp bullets. Because I have actually seen a mod for Ikit Claw's army that makes it where you can automatically. It basically mods his workshop. Here, I'll show you. You probably know what I'm talking about, but this thing. The Forbidden Workshop. There's mods for this. There's a mod that I can give all of my Rattling Gunners incendiary ammo. And it's not considered magic damage.
No
So,
contest.
it doesn't, it would go right through that. That's why I said I'd just get a ton of OP guns and just sit them like, yeah, try and get close. You see that smile right there? That's the smile of a really happy rat firing a minigun. Who's also using incendiary warp bullets. Yeah. We can only technically give it to one in the game once you unlock it here, which one of my units is using that. But you basically get this, but on all of them. It's hilarious. Plus there's some other weird ones I didn't understand what they were. I think add some craziness to it. Some of them don't sound very realistic. Like, some sound like lore friendly, and then others sound like, okay, that's just whatever that is. I don't know how else to put it.
Scream.
Alright. Let the rats march forth. We move back towards the Wood Elf territory. Bretonia is broken for now. I'm basically gonna make it where their only territory is the one is these left down here near the lizard men. I'm basically, in a way, this is so horrible, relocating an entire people to a new continent by force and plague and giant rat bombs, which you will see in 9 turns. Remember, 9 turns. This city goes boom. That's why we're attacking the rest of them. Hey, look! Bordello's undefended! That's not good. Oh, man. I feel like we might have overdid it slightly. Ooh, more money and dies produced. Or we could go public order. Or we could go growth and casualty replenishment. I'm gonna go, look how much money I actually have. Go with that. Oh yeah, what technology was I going for? There was a certain one I needed a certain thing for. Was it here? Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Oh, wow, for Plague Monks. We might want to get that, though. So this is Assassins, Heroics. Trying to remember what all we needed. There was a certain... This one. So I need to go all the way through here, so we need this. So we actually don't need to build anything specific right now. Because I was a little wondering what that was, because I think I'm thinking of Nikal again, because I'm getting confused with my Lizardman playthrough versus my what you call it? Oh, that's why I wanted to upgrade this. Yeah, do that. I've got the money now. Because then after that I can get my first Hell Pit Abomination. Yeah, I definitely want that. Too horrible to die. It's got 12,000 health. Regeneration. Causes terror. Armor piercing. Armor 50. Leadership 90. It's okay on speed. Melee attack 42. Melee defense 30. Weapon strength 520. Doesn't really have a charge bonus, but that's because it's slow. But it's big, so that charge bonus is still gonna hurt. Woo. I ain't gonna lie. That is some crazy stuff. Alright, well, we'll do all that. We'll spread some more corruption over to the right side, because we do have to move our corruption that way as well. Alright, the rat plague continues. Also, and she has a military alliance with the High Elves and the Dwarves, so I'm... Oh god! So I'm done for, and Warlock is launching a Black Crusade against me, so I'm dead. Oh no. So you're just surrounded. In that case, yeah. I mean, you're not going to win that. I mean, that's just... It's literally sounds like 6 to 7 against 1. That's why you always want to make some alliances. Like, I may not have accepted their terms, but I'm kind of on a understanding/alliance with the pirates in this game. Because I'm never going to need... They're not in my long... Where is it? They're not in my long victory term campaign here. Most of it's Braytonia, the Empire, the Dwarves, sadly the freaking Elves. So I'm gonna have to do... Oh yeah, and, oh god, and the Vampires. Forgot about them. So, and the Dwarves. A little bit of the Orcs. More Dwarves. And then the rest is Braytonian and Empire themselves. And Rakeland. Talshin, aka the Wood Elves. And the Edry itself. So as you can see, we have to hit a lot of the areas on this side. A lot of the areas on the side. So, since I don't need to worry about anything here, I'm really trying to avoid... Because you see how close... It's literally just... For this game, this is a river separating us, between us and the High Elf domination and power of their crazy elves. And Tyrion himself. And what is it? Sun Eater? Whatever his name is. His sword. I don't want any of that. So we're going to stay away from them. So I probably will never be in alliance with Noctilus, Count Noctilus, because he's at war with them. Now, Aranessa, yes, I'm planning on making an alliance with her. Oh, okay. Whoa, wait, what? Move any character to the following region and I get warp fuel. Why? That's a horrible... What? That is a horrible place to have to send my rats. That may be you, sir, that has to go do that. Is that what it is, send an army? Move any character to the following region. Do you have a hero with you? You do not. How much would it take to recruit a hero? I don't have any because I don't have any buildings. Building required assassin's hideout, so I could probably recruit one from the main... Here, right? Yeah. Don't have enough money right now, but we're gonna need to get one of these and send them over there. I'm hoping a character means a hero. I managed to unite the Empire. Briony was my ally. Nice! That does sound pretty cool, but I would have also, if you could have in your situation, tried to get the dwarves before she did. Because the dwarves do tend to have problems with the elves in the beginning of the game, unless you mitigate this. So, if you had gone for the dwarves really early as the Empire, and showed them your hand and let them help you, you might have had a little bit of a better chance, because dwarves are a good game changer all the time. If you need someone to sway the favor in your odds, find if you're good guys, hashtag good guys, by the way, in this game. If you're hashtag good guys, go for the dwarves. If you're bad guys, if you're lucky enough and they don't just kill you themselves, go for the greenskins. Either of these two will change your favor pretty quickly if they're doing okay. Holy crud, there's a full... Oh! Hello, Lewin! Leon Kerr is trying to move north again to save his territories. It's a little late. Aquitaine is about to be attacked next turn. Briony will fall. Ikits was killed by a giant tree. Yeah, I figured. Which is ironic considering that's who I'm going after this. I'm going to be going after the giant tree people when I'm done with Briony. You know what the ironic thing is? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to destroy 2 of the trees. The 2 trees I need to corrupt, I'm keeping alive and keeping them weakened. So the empires are forced into peace and just to take the corrupted rats everywhere. And the rest I'll destroy or burn down. I might just raise it because I don't really need their territories unless they're all considered individual headquarters. Then in that case, I might take the 2 of the trees for myself and then leave the 2 that need to be corrupted. That'd be funny. Rat trees. I would be cool. I doubt it stays. Oh, they're trying to strengthen their resolve. They've confederated again. They confederated with Artois now. You can tell Briony is making desperate measures to try to unite against the rat plague. It ain't gonna work.
Kill targets now!
Kill targets now! Quick save. Always quick save before battle.
This arms race, no contest.
I'm gonna uncheck this and do an experiment.
Which killed
because every other way has just been making them come in as reinforcements. If I uncheck that, does it give me all of my units? Please tell me it does. If this crashes it, I will laugh. It doesn't seem to do that. I don't really know how to fix that. That might just be that's constraints on my computer to make sure that I can handle the game at full 60 frames per second, so it gives it to me in droves, which is understandable. And I'm fine with that if that's why it's doing it. Because it seems like no matter what I do, it doesn't. It's like, nope, you ain't doing that. Yeah, no. Or not. What if a battle barge crashed in the middle of Briony? I would be very scared, because in that case, I don't think anybody went against that. Briony might either be very saved in that situation, considering they're being attacked by rats, or very boned even more than they already were. Oh no! Oh my gosh, it's got my plague monks in the towers, and yes, that did not control a large army. It just did the same thing. So we're gonna do the same thing, but we're not putting plague monks in that. That seems kind of foolish. So let's line up center-wise here. I think that's right. Maybe a little bit off center. It's hard to move these things around. We'll just do right there. And then the other one needs to be... I do this so I can try to line them up so they can... Hard to tell. Whoa, go back. I'm trying to get into the exact middle of this. I think that's good. But however, these are not the units we want in those, though that seems kind of bad. We want stuff. We have 3 towers?
Guide us
Really?
onward.
Okay. And this tower is going this way. That one's actually got the right unit in it already. I think I, however, will send the Plague Monks up with whoever I put in here. I need another spear rat. You exit. Yeah, that's perfect. Y'all just sit back there. And then another spear rat. And we're gonna need something good. Don't have another elite unit. So we'll put a unit of regular clan rats with shields to go with that. Okay.
Plague monks.
Group them up. Lock that. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna build up our main infantry unit in the center. We don't need them to be in a spread formation right now because we're going to be going through a door or up on a ladder. Depends on the situation. You can go either way, Ikit. These are going to charge the door as soon as they have a clear shot at it. Rick-a-rap. There we go. So what I want to do is grab
Ikit claw.
form you a group. And much like last time, I really this side might be bombarded with people. I really don't want my gunners to be at risk. So can I move these? Thank you. Makes that so much easier.
Rattling gun.
Rattling gun. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Then we need snipers formed up behind them. Hold on, I'll read chat in just a second. Let me get this all situated away.
Warp blades charged.
Warp blade is charged. Okay. We have one spear unit. They'll just sit over here and protect these guys. He might run up and put some ladders up if he needs to as well. Then you two get your own group locked. And you get your own group, and just like last time, I'll just grab the reinforcement unit and move it up to the wall wherever it is needed. I almost feel like, since these guys are charging the wall, maybe we should move these guys and put them up here. So we can all be on the wall at the same time? No, I don't know. We'll see what strategy I like better in the future, because I don't really play with the rats in a lot of sieges very much, because I don't play with them until the stream very much, so we want to grab here. Grab, click. Oh no, oh god, so right right here.
Taven Knight's command.
Okay, so you focus the gate. You can you hit any of these? Doesn't feel like it. You're trying though. Why are these guys moving right here? Those were our, what's it called?
Magic's ready.
Which I need you guys here.
Clan, advance.
Alright. Rush the walls. Time to rush the walls. You know what? Just focus on it.
Tails forward. Master of masters.
You can see we're getting kind of bombarded right
Clan
now.
rat spears. At once.
Come on, door. Ooh, we need to get up on those walls. But you can see my gunners are going to town and trying to shoot the walls. I love this sight right here. This is just insane to see. You just see bombardments of bullets just fly. Oh, it's fantastic. It's out of range. It needs to be over here. Right there. There we go. Ikit, where's your unit? Charge through.
Blade claw catapult. Nasty things die.
I wish my gunners could get a better angle, but they can't really, to be honest.
Plague monks.
You know what? Let's have the plague monks create their own ladders. Let's come from behind. Oh man, I love it. All right. We need, what is this? Wind. Use this on the wall. Bombardment again. Oh yeah, that looks like a good spot. We want to use this somewhere. Pagan Claw. Like right here.
Warp lightning.
Alright. More warp lightning. Let's get a taste of these cavalry.
Death pay.
Do 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 do. What do I need here? I just realized that my reinforcements never came in. I guess because I didn't want to. I told it not to do a large army, which is fine. Speed, breath, different. Ah, here's a good spot for it right here. You might not be close enough for that. That's gonna miss. Oh, never mind. Whoa! Those archers got obliterated. Alright. That's what you want to see. Oh god, I need to grab, hold on. I need to grab all these rats.
Plague monks.
Oh god, no, come here, come. Charge. Also, why are you rat ogres just sitting here? These have anti-large. Just can't tell. Oh, we lagged a little bit right there. You go for those guys. Block those guys down. You also go for those guys.
As you wish.
You don't want these guys coming back on us either.
Warlock engineer.
Warlock engineer. It'll take him a second to get over there, probably. I wonder where Ikit is. Ikit, you need to get in the middle of this as well, buddy. You don't have the same one, though. They left anyways. Oh shit! I hit one of my own units. Well, that's the life of a Skaven. Sometimes you get hit by your own team. Aqua Plague. We're gonna call this Aqua Plague because it was Aquitaine. Aqua Plague. Aqua Plague. We lost a little more units than I would have liked in that one because I messed up a couple of times and wasn't really being efficient. But hey, that's what having a bunch of rats is for. What if it was a Thousand Suns battleship instead? Especially Kato, who be defeated by Necron God in single combat. Yo, Farseer! It could better make peace with his horned rat, because nothing can defeat Space Marine armor. I mean, maybe if who knows? Maybe if Ikit was in the 40k and he wasn't a fantasy character, maybe he would have made them capable of fighting the Space Marines. I mean, look at that armor. It already looks like he's trying to be a Smurf, but it's a rat.
Ikit Claw
He
has
took way
no
more damage than what. Somehow my Rattling Gunners took some beatings. Something must have. Oh, maybe it was the cavalry. Maybe it rushed out there to us. I like the fact that I can loot and occupy these to level 3s immediately. Weapon gain, Shrieking Blade, Aquitaine. Aquitaine! I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some walls in. What can we get that goes level 3? Income generated, untainted. Skaven corruption, growth, casualty replenishment rate. Sure. Toxer and Toxide have leveled up. The Toxic Brothers continue to grow in strength.
This rat is no fool. Victory! Now
Ikit leveled up as well. Let's give him Blastmaster. So once again, his Rattling Gunners can do more. He's going to be healed next turn. So we pretty much can keep pushing a straight line. We don't have to sit still for very long. We're basically just like moseying on. Bordalo is right there. Briony has 8 turns before it becomes a dust cloud. I'm gonna move this guy back. His loyalty's crashing on me again. This guy's got to go back because Lewin Leon Kerr is coming. So he's got to be ready for that. Over here.
Stench of others, too strong.
Republic Order is technically fun. Let's grab this. And Briony, there's not really anything I can do here. Yeah. Okay. What about you? You could use some kind of upgrade. Since you're a forward fighting line, I'm going to give you the ability to recruit clan rats over here at Quinellis. Because we can use that as a front line against the elves.
Yes, yes.
Let's see. You don't have much you can do right now. I'm going to move you into this area over here.
This way.
We're going to keep moving towards our objective. And I'm going to raid. Get some extra money. Let him heal.
Chief Warder, Ikits Claw.
Oh, Aquitaine can build something too. Alright, well, you're going to be my front line as well. Build us a bunch of stuff for the front line replacements. Or not. Let me go back and read. What if 1,000 Suns battleship instead of Space Marines battle barge? Well, the entire world, even Chaos Gods, would be screwed over this. Is only loyal to 2 people, Magnus and 40k Shazink. Alright, now who will win? 1,000 submarine armed with a power sword versus 4 million Empire great swords. Yeah, I mean, they don't have the right type of equipment. Hey, look! Luthor is offering me trade. Sup, Luthor? Absolutely, I'll trade with you, big guy. You must have noticed I'm friends with pirates. Yeah, this rat makes alliances with pirates. Because I get my technology sent to me by pirate smugglers. Oh yeah, Lewin is very much determined. Let's go, Lewin. Okay. Here, can you take this, top it off, and put it beside the bed? Just in case I decide to go take a nap or go to sleep early, because I'm kind of tired. It will, because I'm only doing the one stream. That's fine. Oh, here, take this one. This cup. I'm gonna drink soda for mine. For the other cup. So give me soda and put tea over there beside the thing. And planet busting warp magic. Exactly. That's why I said most things in 40k, even against its own fantasy brother or cousin, I guess would be more apt term instead of brother. Anything 40k against its fantasy cousin would just be utterly wiped out. Hey, look, Paravon and one of the elves negotiated peace. They know what's happening. They know what's coming. The rat plague. It marches forth. Right expires, the scheme of doom. Alright, nice. So we can use another Doom Engineer if we need to break some walls down if we lost our catapult or something. The Winds of Pain. Yeah, we're getting a lot of Winds of Magic now. That's good timing. Okay. Aquitaine.
Hold one's realm weekends.
And you need this.
More warp stone.
And
Now.
I'm going to commence the next attack. Bordello is our final target. Well, besides the one that's going to be completely, utterly obliterated. In this case, I do think we need a battering ram.
This arms race, no contest.
Bordello is going to have some serious military.
Squeak me.
Squeak. Squeak.
Me. I order. Scurry move.
I order. Scurry move.
Kill targets now.
I good. Okay. 2
Set
turns.
suit to war fight mode.
Nice. Actually, I do have a decent amount of warp fuel right now. Can we actually build?
Limbs will fly.
We take 4. Is that really worth it? I could probably go for an upgrade with what I have.
Testing done. The real thing now.
This gives them more armor piercing damage. We're actually gonna still have. No, we won't actually, because I need 4.
Doom comes from the
Could also
sky.
upgrade 1. So we still get 1 back automatically. 25% is to build an. Well, okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna build 1. I want to test this out against walls. Alright. We haven't seen one in a while, so I didn't even realize we had that much warp fuel to begin with. Yes, please. Alright. You need to head and be ready.
I say move.
I say move.
Strike when I say.
Alright, enter. Alright. What if the Skaven meet their 40k cousins who don't use warp stones? Instant rat civil war because Skaven always backstab each other until they unify in the end times. Exactly. Here's what I would think happened if that happened.
No time.
I think
Experiments
exactly
to do.
what Farseer said. They're going to immediately attack each other. But here's the thing. Yes, I will accept that non-aggression back. Here's the thing, though. Because in this case, which is not usually the case, fantasy is actually stronger than 40k, and this is the only time it ever is. In this case, what's going to happen is if Ikit was alive and met his 40k brethren, he'd instantly see the potential. Because you got to think about Ikit Claw's brain as a rat. He, in the fantasy times, managed to create technology with the warp that should not have existed. But it did. So, keep this in mind. Damn, he made it out. He made it. I was hoping to get ambushed. I should have stayed. I didn't think he would come on the beach. I was in the wrong position. I could be cheesy about it. Because there is a way to, with the rats, just keep attacking, retreat, attack, retreat, attack, retreat until you get an ambush. Which is really cheesy. But I think he would unify them, see the technological advancement of 40k and be like, oh no, this is way better than what I had. It would be like if you took a Star Trek fan on board the actual set of a Star Trek series, but then it came to life. That's how insane his brain would be. He won't be able to get the materials about the Imperium. Instantly wiping him out. I don't know. I mean, keep in mind, if the Skaven, I mean, mostly it's because they're not seen as a threat. Keep in mind, the whole reason why sometimes the Imperium doesn't wipe people out is because they underestimate them. They wouldn't see Ikit as a problem, not until it was too late. Because they're too busy with chaos, Necrons, whatever else is currently messing with them at the time.
Under the thrall of their vampire
I know how
masters,
vampires
no
work.
doubt.
Thank you, whatever, I forget your name. Dwarf Doom. Beware, be at war with the following faction. Clan Angrid. Ooh, there is a Bretonian army up north of us. Could they get here next turn? They might. They might. We might have to break and kill them and then do this.
Slave!
They'll be in forced march if they do come that far. They will not make that in normal march. Unless they have a bunch of bonuses.
This arms race, no contest.
This arms race, no contest. Hey, not if Ikit steals them. Ikit will find a way. Trust me, Ikit is a genius rat. That's why I'm a little disappointed he's in fantasy and not 40k. Because I do desperately think that the Skaven need a 40k Brethren version. I feel like the Skaven in 40k would be the most scariest, but also hilarious thing you've ever seen in your life. Which is why I want to see it. Because I think that'd be fantastic. Okay, you're just gonna sit and wait. Alright, so my own... should we try to attack Lewin? I missed the ambush because I wasn't right here.
Chosen.
Shoot. Chance of ambush. 50% chance. It's not great.
Attack the things.
Oh! Chance of ambush. It's not that great. Instantly gets an ambush. He has... What is this build you got, my bro? You got some good trebuchets, but... What is this army you've got? Auto-resolve. Goodbye, Lewin. We probably should have fought that, but since it wasn't Ikit, we're not really worried about it. There'll be plenty of bigger, badder main characters to fight for Ikit in this series. His name is Karl Franz. And also, the Grudgebeard himself. So, I think we're gonna wait till we fight them before we actually watch that battle and then have Ikit try to take them out himself. That was a slaughter. Take the replenishment. Well, once again, reinforcements from the south never made it. Because they never learn.
Envoy of counsel.
You ain't getting past my territory. Scarred veteran. I almost think I should just keep you down here at this point. That didn't really help your loyalty much. I don't know if I like that. It's because as his level gets higher, their loyalty starts to drop a little bit because they're getting as strong as Ikit, hypothetically. No one's as strong as Ikit. At least not a rat. But, hypothetically, they are. This has an iron mine in it. I never realized that. What does that even do? For this, it does nothing. Wow, well, I can just build these now. Improved tower projectile sniper nests. Whoa, wait a minute, what? So if I build these in my main base, my towers have snipers in them. So they have Warplock Jezels in them. What? Yeah. That'll secure my south pretty hard. I don't think anybody would want to attack that place. Okay. Me like it good.
Murder, death, kill.
Alright. So Lewin is down. Okay, if Ikit was in 40k, how would he escape the hive the Skaven live in without the Imperium finding them? Hey, hey man, he is stealthy, he is rat, and also remember, You gotta understand, the Imperium may monitor everyone in the galaxy, but it's been proven in 40k because they've screwed up on several occasions with other factions who were weaker than them at some point. The Imperium has a very bad habit of, once they see someone as, oh, they're weak and no threat to us, they kind of just ignore them. Not literally ignore them, they still monitor them through their little web of I forgot what you call it, like web of information. But that still being said, like, it's almost like how, you know how you have the cliche, which is not really a cliche, I guess, but people call it the cliche, where if you're a small guy, your voice isn't going to get heard by the big boys. Well, that's because, in this case, it is actually true. Because the Skaven are so small, so non-sequential, and so not even on the radar whatsoever of ever being anything of a threat to the Imperium would probably not even notice them building or a new leader for quite a while, just because of the fact that's not their biggest threat. Their biggest threat is constantly either Chaos, the Orcs, the Necrons, the Dark Eldar. Technically, most of the big species are so much bigger than the Skaven are. I don't think, to be honest, any of the species would notice them growing until they got a prominent, somewhat stable place. Now, could they survive at that point? That we'll never know. And also, I do want to keep in mind and say this. Never say anything is possible, because keep in mind, these are stories. These are written... Oh, okay. Call me if you need me. These are stories, and these are written by people anyways, and that they're fictional and all that. Anything can happen. Because the story was written to begin with that never existed in the first place. So that in its own kind of says, hey, okay, or that in its own kind of says, hey, okay, this could be whatever we want it to be. That's how it is with most fantasy. And also sci-fi. Even sci-fi does this. I'm gonna just keep upgrading certain things around so we can keep pushing. Did we already end the turn? Yep, alright. Time for the final battle. Or the final manual battle of tonight. The Fall of Bordeloo. Or what about the Space Marines on orbit? Or the Titan Legion? I'll say the only way for them to be a threat is if Chaos helps them. Well, I mean, who do you think runs them? The Skaven answered to Chaos. Technically, I think the Horned Rat is actually not really the Horned Rat. I actually don't think it's a rat at all, to be honest. Well, let's say hypothetically if it was 40k. It is in fantasy. Technically, I think the Horned Rat is a demon of Chaos. But in 40k, he doesn't exist. That I know of. So, in 40k, what would probably happen is the Horned Rat's not really the Horned Rat. It's actually something that I think actually hypothetically could be true. Hypothetically that could be true is I actually think the Skaven, hypothetically, this isn't true or anything, I think the Skaven hypothetically are Grandfather Nurgle followers and children. Because once again, rats carry plague in real life. Rats carry diseases and nasty things that Grandfather Nurgle would be proud of. So I just, in my head, I'm thinking that's perfect. So this is what would probably happen. Is, hypothetically, this is never going to happen, of course, but hypothetically, Grandfather Nurgle sees in an alternate reality that there's a powerful Skaven that he can deceive and pretend to be the Horned Rat for him, brings him to the 40k reality, gives him a ton of broken-ass plague warp power strength, sends him into the hive of the Skaven. He corrupts them, turning them into Nurgle followers, hashtag Horned Rat followers, because they think it's still the Horned Rat, but it's actually Grandfather Nurgle. And boom, instantaneous new plague army. And don't get me started, if they end up forming an allegiance with the Chaos Marines, who also follow Nurgle. So the Nurgle, whatever the Nurgle Marines are, I forgot what they're called. What is that clan that the Space Marines that are Nurgle followers called? Those guys. If they join up with those guys too, as an alliance, instantaneous way back into the story. Like I said, anything is possible. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Death Guard. So yeah, so if the Death Guard and the Skaven joined allegiances after Ikits somehow got brought into this reality or blah blah blah, whatever, it depends. This is just one of the hypotheticals. Then yeah, I think instantaneously you've got something to trifle with at that point. Now at that point though, this also begs the chance of, okay, well at this point for sure there's no way the Imperium's not going to notice this. And like at that point it's like, yeah, no. There's no way the Imperium ain't seeing that. But is it too late also at that point? Because we're talking about a true Chaos Demon in 40k who has the power of the warp from the 40k, who is now blessing a rat with his plague powers, making it even nastier and stronger than before. So Nurgle would have two separate factions loyal to him of two different species. It actually might make him stronger in a way than some of the Chaos Demons, because he'd have more followers than some of them. What that is curious. What warp demon? This is a question for you and Farseer, Raven Guard. What warp demon has the most followers in 40k? Is it Khorne, Slaanesh, Shizink, Nurgle, or any of the others? Like, who has the most followers? Because if we're going off of they're technically gods, but they're also demons, then this technically means, hypothetically, that the more worshippers they have, the more power they have. What?
Clanrat spears?
Clanrat spears? It's so hard to line these up. I'll just go right there. Are you here? Are you here? Because I actually don't know. Slaanesh is smaller. All equal. Farseer says Slaanesh is smaller. So that, and I also don't agree with that as well, Raven. That's impossible. There's no way they can all be equal. Not according to, I mean, unless 40k just doesn't give a darn, which it doesn't seem to most of the time anyways. But according to most logic for demons and gods, it's impossible to be all equal, because all of them are not going to have the same amount of worshippers and followers. So, technically, I don't think they can be equal.
To the Vermintide! Captain's command!
Alright, I'm actually gonna do... We're actually gonna rush the walls on several different parts. We're gonna put an army here. Ikit is going to go with this unit. He's gonna help this tower. I need a melee hero for this army. Actually, I can't do that first. I need to do my siege group first. And then grab you. I'll have to redistribute them. I forgot I did that.
Ready?
Ready? Okay. So, highlight all this. Oh, listen, okay.
Device is charged.
Wait, don't Zinc have the larger of the four? Yes. Yeah, see, that makes sense. And that kind of makes sense because with way Shazink works, since he's part deception, or he or she, I actually don't know what the gender of that demon is, if it has one. Shazink is technically, isn't that like mostly a god of deception and stuff? So that makes sense. It's something that tricking you would definitely lure you in better than most things would. If it's trying to trick you.
Our tail's yours.
Our tail's yours.
Our tail's yours.
Our tail's yours. I'm literally, since this is literally the same map, I'm just gonna go with the same setup. There's really no point in me changing it. Just because it works. Why? If it's not broken, don't fix it. There we go. Y'all need to sit back a little bit because we're going to the sniper, so you'll shoot easier.
Warlock engineer.
Warlock engineer. Okay, you guys need to
What orders?
do that.
Rats.
Do that.
Guide us, old one.
And do that. Do that.
Warlock engineer.
Lock that. I forgot to put you with this group because you're going in behind the battering ram. Let's see. Then we need our catapults as usual.
Play claw catapult.
Set them up back here. Put more towards the center so they can shoot at the gate.
Yes, yes.
You guys, I'll just put over here. So if I want to charge you to the gate, but there's not really a need for those guys. There never really is.
Ready, ready.
Those guys don't really serve me any purpose in this battle.
Stay run. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Alright, let's grab this. Grab you. Get this button ready. Click that. Hold this. Click that. It is, wow. Sometimes this thing does not move properly. I'll have to move the other group separately.
Yes, yes. Aye.
Where is my... Yeah, no, you guys... No. You guys are going over here.
It shall be done.
Like, you see these? You see this? For some reason, there's a big glitch now with that. Like, oh my gosh, my gunners. You see what I mean? There's a huge glitch with the gunners getting out of position and stuff. I'm gonna let the catapults kind of tear apart the wall a little bit and what's on top of it to kind of cycle it around. Look at that blast. Alright, now, where are they?
What lightning cannon?
Focus the gate. Focus the gate.
Agree, Rick. Our tail's yours.
Rush the tower, towers.
Die. Let us be.
Whoa, we don't even need the battering ram. Okay, well then, abandon.
We obey. They shoot.
Charge! Oh god, there's foot squires. Those are anti-large, aren't they? But we're bringing in the spears too, so...
Oh, the Vermintide!
Get up the wall, get up the wall. I'm just letting my... Oh god, I'm just letting you guys get peppered. I'm sorry. Go.
We obey.
Use your shields.
Master Lord. We obey.
Warp cannon. Fire on these units. Yeah, okay. They seem to be already doing that, but just in case. Catapult. Ooh, Jesus. You are actually one to fire on this. Why don't you shoot at those, what's it called? Alright, get up there. Plague monks, get up there. You guys create some more ladders. You guys attack these guys. And the reinforcements, where'd they come in at? Right here? So let's take this set of clan rats and send them up here. Or the skating slaves, okay? Move them up. Move them up. They're going over here. Oh wait! Wait. Almost forgot I had it. Almost forgot I had it. Where's a good spot? This is gonna hurt my own units. Get ready for it! Incoming! Boop, 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 boom! Yes! Destroyed a Skaven unit entirely, but it's okay. It was worth it. That's what happens when a rat nuke hits the top of your facility. Holy crap! Talk about ouch! Oh, my rat ogres! Why does this always happen? Get out of there! You need to disengage. You need to disengage. You need to disengage. Skaven slaves, charge! Skaven slaves, charge! Good, I got, okay, the ogres are out. The ogres are out. Alright, boys. Engage what you can. You come up here as well. Charge!
Clan rats! Slaves now! Plague monks!
Ooh, these archers are kind of tough.
Clan rats! Yes, slave!
Yeah, run away. Force them to run. This is great. Come on, guys. Who else? You guys are getting in there? Come on. And now you three need to get in there as well. Warp ball. Let's use the warp ball and kill some of these freaking. Oh God, they're Grail Knights. No wonder they slaughtered my my ogres. Chase that, Grail Knights! Chase the Warp Lightning! Boom! Chase that, Grail Knights! There they go, I broke them. Woo! Goodbye, Grail Knights! Eat Plague Claw. Oh, fantastic. How's my gunners doing? Jesus, what the heck is happening? Why have these guys been dying? Wow. I don't know what's been happening to them, but whatever. I guess they were getting pegged by a tower. At least we won. Alright. End battle. I wanted to end it with all so we could see that at the end of the battle when we rewatch it. Poor Grail Knights! Yeah, they got destroyed. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna put Braytonia Falls to sickness. Well, actually, what do y'all think I should name this? That was a pretty epic battle. What do y'all think? What do you think a good replay name for this would be? Then after this, we're just gonna kind of camp for a little bit and wait for the other city to be vaporized. Plus, if the Skaven join Nurgle, they will not survive the warp. The other legions will be attacking them constantly. They'd survive it, you gotta understand. They would be backed by Grandfather Nurgle, and no offense compared to the other Chaos Gods, except maybe Shazink. All the other Chaos Gods aren't as protective or as empowering, unless they've earned it, of as many units as Grandfather Nurgle is. There's a reason why he has that name. It's because he's the only demon, even though he infects your body with everything. Like I said, other than Shazink, even though he infects your body with everything, he still looks after you more than most. So I actually don't think that'd be a thing. If he's gonna back them, he's not gonna back them for no reason. And he's not gonna just let them get perished within the first little while. Then there would have been a waste of his powers. Trust me, he'd make sure that they're good enough to do what he wants them to do. Hell, I think in a way they would still be better at spreading the plague than the rest of his units. Because there is a benefit to being small. Every now and then. Depends on what it is. Not everything, but it depends on what it is. False plague. Because that's pretty much the end of Braytonia now. Their only two real settlements are the ones in the south now. Save succeeded in battle. Now we can watch 3 different city battles that went very well. We lost a spear unit. Almost lost our gunner. That's fine. I'm okay with losing a spear unit. Eventually we're going to be replacing them with storm vermin anyways. Just to ensure our power and our strength. So. Advice for Ikit. Avoid the guys in gold. Khorne is the oldest, it's confirmed. Yeah, I think Khorne is the oldest. And it makes sense. Because Khorne is based on just anger, violence, blood, skulls. And technically violence and anger, no matter what society, no matter what reality you're in, is something that's kind of a thing that always happens in a society at some point or another, whether we like it or not, that we either grow through it or we don't. So it would make sense that he was the first Chaos God born. Because the first act of chaos probably would have been something close to like, hey, really broken. I can't talk tonight for some reason. Alright, province secured. Bordello! We now have most of Braytonia's territories except for the one south of us across the water. Which is completely fine with me. Because we don't need them. Alright. Ikit has won his day! Soon, the elves will be next. I will make an upgrade before we go fight the elves. What I'm going to do is station my armies on their borders to guard. And Ikit's going to retreat temporarily back to the main area. So he can swap out all these clan rats, or maybe not all of them. Some of these clan rats with Stormburn.
Yes.
So that way he has armored rats. So now his rats are not only able to hit pretty hard, but they can do some pretty bad damage. So. Province secured. Ooh, that was... Let me see what that was. Real quick. That was a pretty nasty looking item. Skaven Brew. No, it's actually not as good. Skaven Brew is better. Let's see. Scroll of Stone. That gives him the Assault of Stone ability. Forbidden Rod. Greatly increases power reserves. That would actually be pretty interesting. That means he would always be able to have magic. I actually think that would be better than Scroll of Stone, and I just give this to my other guy. Yeah, because then he has a permanent magic reserve. He'll lose that ability to throw whatever that rock ability was, but that's fine. I'll give it to the other dude. Hell Pit Attendant. Hell Pit Attendant. Research rate plus 10% faction-wide growth local province. This isn't really helpful. What can I change this for? Campaign line of sight. Everything else is equipped. I'm actually going to do that. Because he doesn't need anything for growth in local province. He's moving around too much for that. Messenger. So he's done. You have a level upgrade. You're higher than him now. My warlock's been getting hella kills. I don't really have much else except to just make him stronger. Yeah, let's give him some armor. Now he's got 75 armor, so now he ain't no slouch in melee. Even though he's a mage, he is no slouch in melee. And next I'm going to give him this to make sure he get his attacks are pretty well buffed. So he's pretty good. And he'll get missile damage, hero's army. Oh, God! Yeah, we want to upgrade this after that. After we get this, we go for this. Because he's always stationed next to my Rattling Gunners. And if he's standing near them, and actually, if he's assigned to the army in general, he's going to make them do 7% more damage than they're already doing. Oh my God.
Victory!
Okay.
Swallow defeated.
Talk about
Chief Warlock.
being scary. The Skaven can join the 5th Chaos God, who keeps all his followers safe from the other gods. Malice will be better for the Skaven because he can transport them to any battlefield in the galaxy with that. Whoa! See, I don't know much about Malice. About that, the Chaos God Malice. But you know, that kind of makes sense too. Something small being able to be teleported anywhere he wants to ambush and help his other units attack. That would, yeah, maybe. Maybe the Skaven should be part of Malice then. Because then they would, I don't know, either one of them I think would work good, Nurgle or Malice. Malice would play on the fact that they're stealthy and they're tiny creatures. So they'd be easier to infiltrate and kill things and get where you wouldn't expect them to be with Malice's help. So yeah, I could see that. I still think the other one would work too, but maybe that one would be better. Did I get any warp fuel? I got 2.
Slicey, dicey
I
down.
don't think that's enough for anything. The Doom Flares I haven't upgraded at all. The next thing I need to do is actually this now.
Of war.
So we get armor piercing. Actually, no, we need this. Because if we're going to go after the elves next, then we're going to need, requires level 3 Forbidden Workshop.
Another victory. Praise me.
Wait, how do I upgrade the... wait a minute, what? I forgot how you upgrade the Forbidden
Winds
Workshop.
will fly.
Oh, this thing has its own upgrades. Oh. Did not know that. So do you.
The wheels of death keep turning.
Okay.
Flay and slay.
Aquatank. Whoa. So, what? Why did everything get... oh, because we took it and we never repaired anything. LOL. Oh, that was Borderlow, right. Oh, wow. We're about to make some money. Wait, what the heck is that?
Great victory.
What did I just build?
Tell the clan.
Oh, it's a Pox Cauldron. Whoa! Skaven Corruption. Ooh. So that's also kind of why I want to take one of the trees for myself. So if we're supposed to take this one and this one, I think it is, what I might do is run through looking for all of their armies fighting their armies one by one, destroying it. I'm gonna get a ton of attrition through here. Oh no. How much scathing corruption do you have? None. That's not comforting. I'm gonna have to put... We're gonna have to weaken them and see what their area is like. We're gonna have to put a bunch of... Our first step in this war against the elves, once the next set of episodes start, is to put undercities under every single tree, so I can make money off of it and kind of see what they're up to, because I'm not really sure what they're doing.
We must spread our own corruption.
Give that what it needs. All right, let's go check on our status at Briony. Haven't checked in a while. 5 turns. We're getting close. This is a little nerve-wracking. Oh, there's a character here helping with the discovering rate. That's not good. This is gonna be a close one.
The council's voice.
So I'm not sure where to send you. I guess I'll bring you back north because I do need to send Ikit this way at some point,
Run, fools,
so he can
fools.
get his storm vermin. You can just guard the lines. Actually, technically, I don't want to give him to you, but I could change out these 2 clan rat spears with these 2 regular clan rat spears with shields. So he now has a better army. Shielded. I'll have to wait till next turn anyway.
Our clan will rise.
Alright. This needs a place. Generate food and corruption. Alright. Malice was in fantasy, but they reconned the hell out of him. Oh, Redcon. Yeah, I think it's called Redcon. That means they took him out because he would have been too broken, probably, for fantasy. They probably realized he needed to be in 40k if he wanted to be viable. But now that we're almost done, once this big boom is done, that's when we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Because I want to see what happens when we destroy a city with the Doom Spear. What? Really? I mean, there's no armies right now to capitalize on that, but okay. So right now what Briony is probably gonna do is just run around being annoying because they don't have any armies left. Greetings and salutations, R9. Yo, Warlock, sup, bro? Welcome to the end of Briony. Well, they have 2 cities way in the south, but technically it is most certainly the end of Briony. Oh God, I can see Tor Carulia, or Caruli. Oh my gosh, Wolfric is spread to the islands. I just saw that in the corner of the edge of the map. Oh my gosh, Wolfric is going ham up there. I'm a little nervous. Wait, no, that was Throg. That wasn't Wolfric. That was Throg, wasn't it? So did Throg beat Wolfric in this playthrough? He must have. Oh no. So, there's a ton of ice trolls in the north right now. That's not good.
Grave news, my lord. Word is spreading across the land of a dark power rising in the northern wastes. The armies of chaos are on the move. They
I just saw
surely
another
plan to
Throg's
invade the world
outpost.
of mortals once again. Prepare
There's
your
one right
defenses
there.
well. For
Oh,
the
Throg
forces
is in
of
control of
chaos
all of the north, it
spare
looks like.
no one in their quest for
And
bloodshed.
chaos is here. Chaos has arrived. The Dark Legions are born. They are born.
Knows who his boss is.
Venomous blades enable poison attacks. Okay, where's that regiment of renown I just saw? Oh my gosh. Flail infantry, blight scabs, plague pack, plague monk, censer bearers. Ooh, natty boobos, natty boobos, sharpshooters, council guard. So for the Toxer brothers and the Toxer and Toxide, I'm actually gonna give them this because I think they need themselves a plague census bearer, and it's an elite one. Let's go to Ikit. Oh, he leveled up. All right, hold on. Respect and fear. Is this for storm vermin? It is. I need to start leveling this up because we're gonna be having storm vermin soon. Huh. So you, what are we missing? Well, that's right. A spear guy died. We could do with less spears. We don't really use them very much. They're mostly just for holding the line. Another gunner would be nice, considering that's what he's all about. And when we convert most of this to storm vermin anyways, and if we, let's say we convert all three of these to storm vermins, halberd storm vermin, they would probably be better than all three of these guys combined. Just two of them, maybe even just one of them. So, yeah, I'm gonna go, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this for this turn. I actually have enough. Hold on a second. So, then we're gonna do you. You're gonna get kicked out. And we're gonna grab this council guard. Because he's gonna get all the nasty stuff. I know you don't. I don't normally like to do this for my armies. Give them all to one dude, but it just makes sense. So he just became super terrifying. He's got 2 elite, specialized, ranged units now. We've got the Teeth Breakers and Natty Boobos sharpshooters. I feel like that's supposed to be, I think that's with that meme. I think that's making fun of that meme.
We are brave, mighty.
Interesting. Okay. So, I guess, Ikit, at this point, you can actually just move south and start heading to get your storm vermin for next time. We already got the one. We need to get the others. Oh, also... Hold on, I want to see something real quick. What is the difference? So they're slower, their melee attack is 1 difference, and their charge bonus is 1 difference. Yeah, they are definitely the better option than the spearmen with shields. Or the clan rat spears with shields. So we definitely want the halberd storm vermin. I don't know. I still don't think I might want to go all storm vermin. I still think having regular clan rats with shields might be the better option instead of going storm vermin with shields, because they're super expensive. And my perks aren't as... Let me see my technology. That's the wrong thing. Let me see something. So, most of my stuff is for clan rats. Yeah, except that. That doesn't count. The one that's for them is over here. It's right here. It's only one, though. Yeah. It's only the one. What building do I need? The Den of Secrets. So the higher assassin outplace. Okay. That's okay. Because this is for Death Runners. This is for them. That's decent, depending on how much my upgrades give me as well. Because, let's see, is there any more over here? No, that's the one that turns them all into Storm Vermin. Armor +5. Okay, so this is where the big... So this will also help Storm Vermin. So I need this too. So I need the Warpstone Reactor. The highest level version of this. And I need the upgraded Assassin Pit. The Den of Secrets right here. Okay. I'll go over the Den of Secrets one first, because this is more important and gives me 2 things for my Storm Vermin, whereas this one only gives me 1. But the other thing gives me armor for my Rattling Gunners. So, and all of my range units basically, except my snipers, get more armor, which is actually pretty good. We've got weapon strength, melee, and then this isn't really important, at least not right now. So I've got my stuff set up for my hell pit already, which is something else we gotta go. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way back. We're gonna have to put him in forced march so he can get back quick, because he needs to go back. Actually, it's not even built, is it? We might not have the hell pit abomination for this run. I would like to have it before we fight the elves, but I don't know if
sorcery, death.
That's really an option, to be honest.
Carries mark fools.
Oh. Okay. That's a rebellion. I need to squash that.
Skaven Bright's
Before it gets
greatest,
too
best
strong.
inventor.
If that actually attacks the city and win, I think that'll cancel out my Doom Spear. That's gotta go.
Rakatalita.
Let's bring him up here. Alright. Excuse me. You're gonna kind of sit in the middle, so I can see if someone's coming my way. For right now, you're just going to encamp. How many more turns? 4. Let's start cranking through the turns now. I see you're playing the puny little rats instead of the true warriors, the orcs. I'm gonna be playing the boys after we're done with Skaven. Don't worry. We'll be doing my other favorite commander. Actually, 2 of my other favorite commanders, to show you the difference between the 2. They're both going to be very similar, but I'm going to build them very different ways. So that way they're not exactly the same, and their playstyle is very different. But we're going to be playing as the boys in the, once we're done with our Skaven playthrough. Or our Nikal playthrough. If our Lizardmen playthrough gets done quickly, and we end up winning that one really fast, then I might just replace that one with one of them. Ooh! Briony is trying to take Bastogne so they can come after me? Oh! I see! They lost! Well, so much for that plan. That's funny. Briony tried to come back. You now have the firepower to deal with that spiky boys, but you need more Daka. Exactly. The Daka is always king. More Daka. We need more Daka. Give me the Daka, boys. I can't wait to. I gotta practice. I want to get good at my orc voice again. I haven't done it in long enough. I'm gonna try to do it when we play them. I'm probably gonna do horrible. My voice is. I'm probably gonna lose my voice because that actually hurts my voice because I haven't done it in forever. I mean, have you... What the hell? There's a vampire down here. Have you seen my DACA? I have 2 sets of Rattling Gunners, 2 sets of Snipers. 2 of those sets are from both are elites. They're all being buffed by my Warlock very soon to do more damage. It's pretty scary. That guy was on a Pegasus. Halana Labunda? Labunda. Labunda. Laboom. Labunda. There's so many heroes running around. Oh my gosh, hello Paravon. You wouldn't happen to be heading to Briony, would you now? If so, me and you might have to have a talk. Because you're not stopping that Doom Spear from going off. Nobody is. I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to see if they're at war with them. If they are, we're gonna have to do 2 fights. We're gonna have to kill that little rebellion. Then we gotta go after. We're gonna have to sadly start a war with Paravon. Hopefully they have no allies, because they only have the 1 city. That we'll do at the beginning of the next episode if that has to be done. We'll deal with them next time. If I can wipe their army here and now, though, then yeah, they will be pretty much ruined for the rest of the time. Aim for the head. Oh no! What was that? What was that? Who? 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 This is not something you want to see for either the High Elves or Ikit Claw. Ikit or Tyrion or any High Elf. No. Oh my god. 25% bonus to missile damage for all armies. Ikit's army alone from this? The 4 units of ranged. Dear God, if I put them right there in front of a bunch of units, they'll probably just mow them all down. We could just probably sit there and sit back and eat popcorn or whatever rats eat, while our Rattling Gunners just mow everything down. What is this? How long ago was this? Is this still going? It is. It's got 5 turns. Woo! Okay.
The council's voice.
Yeah, auto resolve.
Kill for
Bye. Food. Sure, why not? Extra food is good. Alright. So, Paravon. Are you at war? You are at war with Bretonia. I'm sorry for you, big guy. I'm sorry for you. I really am. I mean, I really am. I'm sorry for you. I really am. Declare war. Oh, you have. Oh, I can't. Nope. Never mind. Change my mind. Please don't blow up Briony. No, don't do it. Don't do it, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Do you know who I am?
You don't really have. I mean, you have some okay stuff right here. You have some battle pilgrims, which is nice, but that's a lot of heroes. Don't you do it. I'm not okay with that. Because I can't attack you. You'll draw in the Franz. And I'm not ready for the Franz yet. Well, I am. I could, but not the Franz and Bastone right here, right at my front door. Who is currently surrounding one of my armies with heroes for some reason. Yikes. What sucks is there's no way we'll keep them off of the city. We may have to take this for ourselves. No, that sucks. We may have to... I may... This may end up having to be the episode called Briony Falls to the Plague. Because... I'll give him one turn. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? You know what? Since you're about to cheat me, Paravon, I'm gonna cheat you. I'm gonna save it before we let anything happen. I know this is kind of cheap, but in this case, I'm tired of waiting for this bomb to build underneath this Bretonian plate settlement, and then never get to see it. We're only 3 turns away, for gosh darn it. No. You ain't getting it. Or, no, you know what? If you get it, I'll rename the episode and I'll blow yours up. I'll blow both of your... Oh. Oh. Ikit got an idea. We're gonna blow up Paravon. Paravon go bye-bye. I'm turning into a Skaven. I'm losing my mind. That's nothing. I fought over 7,000 Rattling Gunners. 7,000? I mean, that's with mods. And to be honest, I don't know if I believe that. That seems very unbeatable. Like, well, I don't even know how many gunners I have. Not much, right? So... we have, yeah, how much is a full Rattling Gunner? Where the hell is my full team? 32? That is a lot. And I don't even fight on the full size unit number. That's a lot. I don't know if you won against that. There's no way. There's no way you could beat that. I'd have to I don't think my computer could handle that, to be honest. There's no way. Unless your army was just as big as theirs, then there's no way. There's no way. That's too much meat shields with a lot of firepower. The AI, if that was against an AI or another player, either of those choices, that person must have been dumb. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, very dumb. Because if you can lose something like that, you should probably stop playing Warhammer. If you have 7,000 Rattling Gunners, I have 64 Rattling Gunners total. I have nowhere near that. Like, I have maybe 2, no, you know what? 10 out of how many? How many did you say? And there were 3,000 Rat Ogres. That's a lot of Rat Ogres. 7,000 Rattling Gunners. I don't even have 0.2% of that amount of Rattling Gunners. If whoever that was, if they lost with those kind of odds, they suck at this game. I'm sorry to be mean. That sounds harsh, but true. But they ran out of bullets. That means he didn't use them right. If they ran out of bullets and didn't murder everything you had, then he didn't put them in where they needed to be, or the AI was completely dumb with it. If that was the AI, it's bleh. It's just bleh. You would have not won that against me. Give me 7,000. I don't think my computer could handle that, to be honest. But give me 7,000 Rattling Gunners. Nobody's getting out of that. Nobody. I'm not letting nobody get away. Nobody's running from that. Player? Somebody send me this man's name. Oh, man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. But seriously, that is... I'm not trying to hate if it's someone you know or I know. If it's you, Warlock, no offense. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure Warlock would have been a lot smarter than that. That doesn't sound like a Warlock maneuver. He uses Ikit. So... Oh, so you have flying units. That does help. But still, even then, they can shoot flying units. I've shot down plenty of them in previous playthroughs. You're going to get to see me do it to the Wood Elves at least once. Especially if they have eagles. Not big eagles, but the ones with the elves riding on the back with the archers. Not like the big eagles the high elves have. I haven't actually gotten to fight the high elves with Ikit Claw, and I don't think I'm going to anytime soon. At least not in this playthrough. because there's no real point. Because that would be leaving my continent for no reason when all of my objectives are on this continent. You said you were using flying units, so you're either using the dwarves, but you had cavalry, so that's impossible. So you were probably using Empire, right? It's either the Empire, trying to think of flying things with cavalry. It's either the Empire, Braytonia.
Great victory, good.
Who else has flying cavalry and also, or flying units and cavalry? My brain is falling apart. I think the vampire? No. Well, yeah, no, the vampires have cavalry and flying units, so it could have been the vampires. But I'm not sure. Chaos! Oh, yeah, Chaos has flying units as well, yeah. Or I was going to get to them eventually. I always forget Chaos has those Chaos Knights. So, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Chaos is pretty beefy. It's going to be real hard to kill a lot of Chaos, especially if they're in... Yeah, 8,000 Chaos Knights, that's a pretty savage number. I could see if they were able to get to the gunners unimpeded, they could probably pull that off. But, once again, this is against a player who apparently had no idea where to put his gunners. Like, it baffles me how bad Skaven players are in the multiplayer in this game. I haven't played myself, but I've watched multiplayer battles on YouTube of Skaven players. They're all horrible. I'm like, and I'm not even claiming to be great at this game by any means, but even I can look at their strategies and be like, what are you doing? That's not gonna work. So, you know, stuff like that. That saddens me that a Skaven got beat down that bad. Who was that man? Who is this man? Like, jeez, man. Oi, 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 oi. Alright, so at this point, let's in turn. Let's see what Paravon does. He put them in the front. God dang it. You either put them to the side or you put them behind. Behind is not really good because they have to fire in a straight line. They cannot shoot if something's in front of them. So, usually you want them on the sides. That way you can at least put one unit of spearmen in front of them if you need to, or near them, or something, to just swoop up in front of them and guard them from rush attacks from like cavalry or air units or something. Yeah, he was dead from the get-go. If all your gunners are if you're fighting something with that much cavalry to match how much ranged units you have, you need to make sure your ranged is not in the front, because they're literally going to be the first things hit by the cavalry, and those cavalry are not going to take as many casualties as an infantry unit's going to from the gunners. Now the gunners will savage them, but not as much. And also, they're Chaos Knights. They're not just any cavalry. They're a cavalry with, like, what? I think it has, like, 10,000 health. It's a lot. You know, I think it's more than that, even. It's a big boy number. So, we're talking about 8,000 Chaos Knights with a ton of health. Yeah, you're definitely not going to win with them in the front. The Rat Ogres were far in the back. See, and that's something also. He should have had them at least nearby. That's also something I also do. You'll notice if I don't have a good place for my Rat Ogres, they're usually what's in front of the gunners. Or they're behind them because they're fast enough to run through their ranks, jump over them, and smack the hell out of whoever's running at my gunners. Yeah, whoever that was just bad with Skaven. I think it's mostly because I play tons of Skaven and Orcs anyways. So I'm used to, like, run and gun strategy to begin with, or rushing strategies, depending on the situation. So, with Orcs it's more rushing, unless I'm playing as my favorite Greenskin. He actually kind of plays like the Skaven, but a little different. He still rushes in his own way, but you have to use his cavalry a lot better. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna weigh his odds and see how if he's gonna win that. I'm gonna see what the castle has for its what's it called. If it doesn't look like it's gonna win, what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably call it here for tonight, because Paravon is determined to take my cake, so I can't eat it. So I can't have my cake and eat it too tonight, because I've been destroying Briony. The icing on the cake and having the cake and eating it too would have been blowing up that city with the Doom Spear. But now we have 2 turns before it'll detonate. And Paravon might win that in 1 turn, depending on the garrison. Let's see. 2 turns. What is the garrison? We've got... Ooh, it's not great. That is not great at all. Oh, God. They're gonna kill him. I mean, they don't have a good army either. It's mostly just heroes. But they do have a bunch of men-at-arms pole arms, which are anti-large. It does actually be good against us, but... Well, against our rat ogres. This is actually be a pain-in-the-ass army to fight. It's also got armor piercing. All of these guys do. So even Storm Vermins would have a problem. Ooh, this is actually a nasty army. This army's gonna win. They have a ton of cavalry. I will say, they may have to wait. What they might be doing is they're probably having to wait on towers or something like that, or maybe a battering ram, because they have way too much cavalry for a siege. They have 4 cavalry, which means these guys are not going to be doing hardly anything during the battle. Oh, you're killing me. And I can't attack Paravon without declaring war. Actually, I can't attack them at all now because they're already in the, But yeah, I can.
Engineer of Scryer.
That would start a war with the Empire. We can't do that right now. We can't. We just can't afford it. We need to be in a better position, map-wise. I need to have these 2 castles infested before I can move to Empire, because the Empire can just come up through here. They could just come up through here and just start flooding me with Empire units. And seeing as the balance of power was so majorly different, we'll look at it again.
Make things dead.
Yeah, see that? See that major difference? It's because there's 2 different empires as his ally. He's got Bastogne, which Bastogne doesn't have anything. But then he's got Empire, and they have Reliable on them. So it means they're gonna come help. Ooh, how much territory do you control? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, crap. Oh, God. This is why the balance of power is so bad. The Empire is massive. It's already united itself. Ew, that's not good. How far do I stretch? I can't see over here. The true fog of war is over here. So they go all the way to here. What about across the river? Oh my God! Oh my God, they're taking over the north! The Vikings, aka the Norska, are losing! The Empire is destroying them! Oh no! Oh, the Empire is gonna have to be our final target! They became the biggest in the game already! Oh no! Okay, we're definitely not doing that. I'm just gonna have to... We're just gonna have to blow up Paravon. Screw it. Paravon's gonna be the main target then. I'll blow up Paravon and this city that you're taking now. I'll just restart it. I'll redo everything next episode. Next episode we'll be focusing on trying to make a city go boom boom. That'll be our main episode on Tuesday next week. God darn it. Yeet yeet, hello or not. Welcome, James, welcome. You are boned if you go to war. I know I am. Alright, I'll say this, that if that was you, I would have died. I would have died. Wait, what? He targeted the flying units and ignored the Rohan charge. Alright, now I'll say if that was you, I would have died. Oh, thank you for that, Raven Guard. Thank you for having confidence in my skill. I mean, I'm smarter than whoever that guy was. I ain't gonna try to be too flaunty. But that guy didn't sound too good at all. Alright. Oh, gosh. I'm at 100 subs, alright, now I finally made it. Yeah, James! Unite the clans! Oh, right! Right! Why am I not doing that? Where's my diplomacy? Have I even met them? I have not. This would give me a reason to go over to that continent where Lord Skrulk is. If we can get Lord Skrulk on our side, we might have a chance. But he has to travel so far. Isn't there a rat clan? Or actually, there used to be. I just realized that. The Empire also killed that rat clan that was around here somewhere. There was a rat clan. Oh no, poor Throg! Throg is trapped. Well, Throg died. Okay. So, I sense a really powerful Order Alliance brewing. And I'm not okay with that, being the only rat on this continent. No. You know who we need? No. Remember what I said earlier. When you need a game changer, you go to 2 places, depending on who you are.
Now then, speak quick, because you caught me in a good mood.
You were at war with everybody. It makes sense. I can't help you right now. I already have a non-aggression pact with you. Interesting. So we need to actually kind of make you happy. We need to supplement your war. You need to be winning. And the dwarves are actually kind of fighting you pretty hard. So, let's help you out. Let's give you... I'll give him half. I'll give him 50%. We're going to go 2,400. We're going to give him a lot. Because I want him to be strong. Because I'm not intending on really fighting him. Because I can just undercity all his stuff and we can just work together. Because I don't know if I want to fight the orcs anyways. Now with a bunch of rats. 2,400, their economic power is moderate, so this could actually help them. Wait, what? Oh, not demands. I don't want you to give them to me. I want to give you. How do I give you? Offer payment. I did that wrong. Well, I can only give them 1,000. There we go. That didn't change very much, but it is improving now. It just doesn't say it. We might have to grease the wheels of Big Green here, because I don't have any other clan rats on this island. We'll get Lord Skrulk, but the fact of him having to travel across the ocean might be a problem. This has turned into a terrifying situation real quick.
Test subjects.
At this point, I just have to hope Paraphon loses that battle. Yeah. If they don't, we'll just reset it. We'll watch our replays tonight. Grimgore. Yep. That's who we're gonna get. We're gonna need Grimgore's help if we're gonna fight the Empire. Well, that's... Wasn't expecting that turn of events tonight. Alright, now how would you have handled that battle with that guy's formation? I mean, without fighting the battle specifically, because situation changes every second. I mean, I know how I would have started my formation. I would have went... I mean, with what he had a ton of rat ogres, he had a ton of just regular clan rats. The clan rats would have just been distractions most of the places. I actually would have probably... Wow. Hi? Did he give up, or did Aquitaine kick him in the mouth? I think he gave up because he realized I have an army, right? That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen the AI do. But I would probably use... I don't really know, like I said, unless I was actually seeing what you were coming at me with. Specifically, what formation they were coming in. I'd change depending on my situation and what I think you might be doing. Plus, the play styles I think you might have and what you like to do as a player in general. So it varies. But I know that definitely the gunners would have never been in the front. They would have probably been separated on either both sides or maximized firing damage together on one side, but with the rat ogres always near them. The rat ogres would never really go with the clan rats unless they were starting to really lose. But he brought a ton of clan rats. So they're going to take forever to die. Plus, I imagine in multiplayer... Do you get the ability from where you summon rats from up the ground? Do you get that in the multiplayer, Raven Guard? Like in the regular multiplayer, not the campaign? Do you get the ability to summon rats? Yeah, so if you're going to use a Rohan charge, then yeah. I'm just going to have a bunch of clan rats with spears who can last longer than the sword guys. Put them in the front. Line in different formations in different parts of the map to guard. And have them try to either control the cavalry if possible, yada yada. It depends. Like I said, I can't give you a true strategy. One, I don't want to give my strategies away, but at the same time, I'm one of those strategists that I'm kind of like Sun Jian from when it comes to strategies, anyways. From Three Kingdoms, I'm very calculated, but I also use a lot of instinct. Meaning I let my feelings help me. With Archaon, yes. But you say yes. Okay, cool. So yeah, in that case, then I could just pop units out of nowhere. That's also something people really misunderestimate, that skill. Even if it's not going to kill anything, you don't necessarily have to use it for that. Most of the time, I use it to just stop a unit dead in its tracks. So for the cavalry, I'd literally put it in front of your charge just so they would absorb some of it and slow it down. Even if they died, because those guys are expendable. They're going to disappear after a certain amount of time anyways and automatically die. So you use them as cannon fodder wherever you can to delay units, trap units, ambush units, flank units, whatever. That's literally the Skaven's bread and butter, is that ability to summon that random one unit from out of nowhere, from the under city. That's the thing. He brought 0 spearmen. Why? Why? What? See, I would never bring 0 of anything. I like to have some variation. This is also why a good player, you tell a good player from a bad player. If they're spamming a bunch of one type of unit, usually this means they're pretty garbage. Because they're not thinking of the rock, scissors, paper thing. Because there is kind of a rock, scissors, paper thing in this game. One turn, he may not get it in time. I hope. Alright, we're going to back off. I don't know what the blast radius on this thing is. We're going to back up. I doubt it's like anything major. But I'm not taking the chance. I'm not going to be like, oh, look, boom, kills Ikit. No! My entire Ikit army gets wiped from the map. Maybe I should have him just leave the region. You know what? Let's just go over here. I'm going to treat it as if, like, an actual nuke is going off. We're going to go an entire region away. And let it roll and see what happens. Oh boy. Ooh, I don't like that the elves have a full army on my coast on the other side. I feel like I'm surrounded. By the way, if the high elves make friends with the humans, I'm boned. I'll never be able to kill the Empire without Grimgor's help at that point for sure. Because at that point means I'm going to get pincered. I'm going to have the high elves come from my west. And frickin' Franz and his boys are going to come from my northeast. I'll be pincered like hell at that point. At that point, I would need Grimgor to attack the Empire. But I'm going to need to help him. So this is why we're not going after the Empire. We are absolutely not going to attack the Empire. Because what I think I might end up doing after we're done with the Wood Elves, I'm going to push through the mountain shortcut that they have. And I'm probably going to go all the way back around to Grimgor's territory, and I'm going to help him with the dwarves. Because I'll have armored units at that point, and it'll be fine. So if I do that, I should be able to help him with the dwarves, and things should be fine. You don't want to come down here, Faye and chat. Wait, yes you do! Save Briony! Save Briony! Because it's going to blow up anyways. And at last, they didn't win. So you know what that means. It's time for the big boom. I'm raiding my own territory, lol. I just realized that. It's still getting me food. It doesn't matter. You do that with the orcs too sometimes, just to keep their wall going.
What do you offer? Things for burn fuel.
I don't care about that. I want to see an explosion. Oh. Okay, you know what? More friends of the darkness. You know, if I could make friends with Chaos, I might have them help me with the Empire, but you know. Oh god, Chaos Dragons. Now see that? I think that's what my gunners would have been for. I don't think I would have made the gunners focus infantry very much, since I have a ton of rat ogres as well to protect them. I think that would have been my gunner's top priority, because Chaos Dragons are scary. Any of the dragons in this game are terrifying. I don't like... The dragons in this game scare me. I've seen what they can do, and I've used them myself, both the dark version and the light version for High Elf and Dark Elf. It is... Oh god. The Fae just got smacked. That is not a fun thing. He is running. He is running. He knows what's happening. He senses it. Get ready! Get ready! We're at the end of the turns. Here it comes. It's probably not even going to be that great. I've been building this up. Watch, it's just going to be a small puff of smoke. I'm going to be real upset. It could put on your sunglasses. There's going to be a green sun. Yep. You see all the rats sitting off in the field. Here we go! Whoa!
Detonation has reduced to rubble.
And there was a blast radius to it. It hurt these guys.
The weapon's uncontainable.
Oh! It killed two of their units.
Entire Undercity to cave in.
Holy crap! Yeah! Guess who tastes that next? Paravon's getting that treatment next. I'm not going to war with him. I'm just going to blow him up. Because there's no point in me starting a war with the Empire over one city when I can just blow it up and then infest it. As I am about to now. So, here we go. This is why I did this. This is now my... Yeah! Sneaky, sneaky rats. I love the Skaven. The orcs and the greenskin are still my favorites, but the Skaven are definitely winning my heart pretty quickly. Oh man, and just like that. So yeah, there was a blast radius. This dude lost 2 units. That is fantastic. That is actually kind of cool. So that could actually benefit you. If you have a city that's surrounded by a bunch of military, blow it up with a Doom Spear, then attack all the units. All of them just lost 2 of their units, so they're down. If there's 3 units, they're down 6 whole units. That is quite substantial. Oh wow. That's why they moved. That's why they were badly damaged too. That's why they moved. They weren't going to be around when that went off. Woo! Woo! I like it. I love it. I'm gonna get demonetized. I want some more of it. Or copyright claim, not demonetized. That was beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in Force March mode. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up. I don't know if we're gonna have time to watch our replays. We may have to wait till Tuesday when we start our war against the Wood Elves. Because we've already probably been going for about 2 hours. I started at what? Oh yeah, I said 7:25. Jesus! Holy crap, we've been going for almost 3 hours. This game really distracts me. I don't realize how long these streams be getting.
Sorcery.
I'm sorry about that, everybody. Did not realize how long we've been going.
Kill, cut traps.
Oh my gosh! Big boom! See why he targeted them first? Because my Chaos Dragons have 43,000 armies. Wait, what? What do you mean? You have 40? Wait, so you have 43,000 dragons? What kind of scariness is that? That I would not. What is that? What is this? What is this, man? I'm just kidding. Oh, 40,000 health. That is a lot of health. I knew they had a lot of health. The dragons are insane. So, oh my gosh, that was great. So we got today's episode to be a proper good episode. We did get some good fights out of it too. So I'm really happy about that. Let's overwrite this. Chaos is also roaming the map. But if I get lucky, maybe they'll smack the Empire down the size a little bit. And then I can focus, come in and boop, 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 boop. Maybe I can make an alliance with Chaos. I'm not really trying to fight them either in this playthrough, considering we're not an order unit. We're not technically a part of hashtag the order. Oh wait, hold on. I've got a technology. I'm going to have to save that again. 1 second. Spread rotten decay. All provinces, more Skaven corruption. Adds a plague monk to the army spawns in the Vermintide. Hallucinogens. Ooh. I kind of need this. So I need to... Is there... Oh no. I need to... Do I have the ability to upgrade you? I do not, because I need 6,000. So that's going to have to wait till next episode. So what does this do? Upkeep for... Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, a 25% increase in ammo? Ooh. That will be our technology we get next time. That is quite scary. Alright, let's exit the main menu. It should be saved, right? 108, 108, yep. That's how I tell if it's saved. I look to see what turn it was saved on. Alright, nice. Are not a true nightmare is fighting 22,000, oh my gosh, 22,000 Sisters of Babylon and 3,000 Phoenix Guard with the dwarves and no cannons. Ooh, that does sound pretty nightmarish. Although there's probably a lot of things in this game that if you built it properly together and you had that many of it, it would be pretty nightmarish in general. Do. It was a massacre. That sounds like a massacre. That's the Sisters of Babylon. That many Sisters of Babylon scares me enough. The fact they have 3,000 Phoenix Guards with them, with some dwarves. Anytime someone says dwarves, I get shaky because the dwarves are one of the most, to me, anyways, personally, one of the most pain in the ass factions that have to fight in Warhammer in general. Because they take forever to die. The orcs are the second most in that case, besides, I guess the Tomb Kings technically can do this, and so can the vampires. But if you have the right units, you can still decimate them. They just don't have morale, and they have to be destroyed. The orcs you can make run if you really try hard enough, but unlikely. So, it's like the orcs, the dwarves, the undead, and the Tomb Kings. They're all somewhat of a pain, because they all have this specific thing where they're all about attrition. They're all about being able to outlast because you're an undead creature, or a tiny armored dwarf, or a giant green skin with an axe, or a skeleton risen from the sands. So, they never even reached the Phoenix Guard. It was a choke point. Oof. Yeah, no. Fighting the Sisters of Avalon in a choke point? Why? Why would you do that? Jesus. Just shoot at him from a distance. That's like 300. If you ever want to see what you don't do in a melee battle in a choke point, watch the movie 300. Seriously, anybody. It's an older movie. It's still a good movie. It had good graphics for back then. It's kind of graphic and bloody, so I'll let y'all know now. Viewer discretion advised. So... But if you ever want to see what happens when a dum-dum charges an entire army at 300 units in a tiny corridor where 300 units doesn't matter against 10,000 or more people because it's in a tiny corridor now, so 10,000 is being shoved down to like 100 to 200, 300 at the most. So it's like, yeah, good job. You fight with range when you have situations like that. My Ironbreaker's health dropped faster than the Skaven. Yeah, that's just something that's going to happen. Plus, the Sisters of Avalon are made to kill infantry. I have to say, I think the elves are probably the only hard counter to the dwarves. I have noticed, playing as the high elves, if you do manage to fight the dwarves at any kind, and you're good with your high elves, or even the dark elves are the same way. Both of the elf types, except not the wood elves though. The wood elves are different. But the high elves, because they're different. Oh god, even the white dwarf died. Because they're different than most of the other elvens, the dark elves and the high elves. Both of their melee units, they both have a version of a melee unit that is all about destroying infantry of any kind. And they both have tons of hybrid melee archers that can just sit there and just wait and be like, hey, I'm gonna shoot some arrows at you while you fight these guys in front of me. And then once I run out of ammo, I'm gonna run in there with my spears and stab you. So it's like, the elves are the probably only true hard counter to the dwarves. Because the dwarves really don't have a lot that they can do against that. She had the Shadow King as well. Ooh, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, that's the only fight I've ever seen that truly goes against the dwarves and they never seem to win, is against the high elves. They have and also another thing, the high elves have too much magic. Their magic capabilities make them just as powerful against the technology that the dwarves have. Because the technologies technically have, yeah, and that's another thing. The dwarves may have better technology, but their range and stuff sucks. Other than their air-flying little bombardment units. You would have needed some of those chopper things, Raven Guard. You would have needed some of those little flying choppers to do, like, fly-by bombing runs on the Sisters of Avalon and the choke point. But you wouldn't want them to sit still, because aren't the Phoenix Guards also hybrids, if I'm not mistaken? So they all shoot them down. So you'll have to keep them moving so the Phoenix Guard can't shoot them down. But you would have need to do like flyby bombings on the Sisters of Avalon to be able to weaken their ranks inside the choke point to punch through. That would be the only thing. So he did try to get his gyro bombers. I guess the only way I could say you could do that is maybe actually have the gyro bombers go after the archers first. Force them to retreat. Then that traps the Sisters of Avalon in the choke point with the gyro bombers and behind them. I don't know. It depends. But they were spotted a mile away. They will be, but the gyro bombers do have a decent amount of health, even against Phoenix Guard. So, if you focus them down and you have enough units of them, there are going to be a lot of casualties. You're not going to avoid casualties in that fight. The elves are just too well suited at killing the dwarves. You will always have tons of casualties on the dwarf side. But what your job is to do is minimize as much as you can, so you're not always staying behind in numbers. So the best thing I would have been is, since the Phoenix Guard were probably solely targeting the gyro bombers anyways, let them fight each other. Let the gyro bomb, because if you get a big enough cluster of gyro bombers flying together and they all drop their bombs at the same time in a general area, they're actually going to do a huge amount of damage. I've actually tested it in the lab before, just to see how they were back when I used to play with the dwarves and was trying to learn how to play with them. So 5,000 sisters went for the copters. Yeah, but wait a minute. The Sisters of Avalon, they have range? They shouldn't be able to hit the copters if they're only melee. The Sisters of Avalon can shoot ranged weaponry? They're also a hybrid? Well, I mean, I guess in that case you don't let them shoot. I mean, there's always a way. If they're I didn't know the Sisters of Avalon were hybrids. Alright, well in that case you need to use your infantry units. In this case, your Iron Drakes, your White Dwarf, even though they will get damaged pretty quickly. You would need your melees to run into the choke point on purpose to get them distracted. So the AI is like, oh, I can't retarget, there's too many units attacking me. And then they would have not been able to switch. Ah. So in that case, yeah. You're gonna need to, one unit's gonna have to tie up one unit in melee. So your melee units are gonna have to tie up one of those sections. With your infantry, whichever one you choose, that you can get to easier with your infantry, Phoenix Guard or the Sisters of Avalon. And once they're locked into melee, because I have noticed even with my units, because this is just the way the mechanics work in the game, because that's why it took so long for me to pull those rat ogres out of danger. Once a unit is locked into melee combat, it is very hard, almost nigh impossible, to get them to break free sometimes, depending on how deep into combat they are with something. So you would, so once you get them locked up deep enough and you know they're not gonna just run away on you, that's when you're like, boom, sending the choppers off to the other unit, make sure they focus it, destroy it, bring them back around, have them go after whatever is needed. The dwarves died before they reached the sisters. You needed more units with shields then, because even the best of the high elves still shouldn't just melt. Yeah, I understand that, but that means that kind of tells me, Raven, you didn't have enough units with shields in the front. Because that does mitigate a ton of damage from archers when you put something with shields in the front. Just like in real life. Because most of the arrows are going to hit the shield. It's still going to do a decent amount of damage, but they would have made it. Yeah, you definitely always want to have, with the dwarves, tankiness is your best friend. Then he must have been cheating you somehow, buddy. I'm going to say that right now, because I've played the elves against the dwarves. That should not be possible if you have the same amount. Even in a choke point, you should have been able to at least rush the Sisters of Avalon if there was nothing in your way. Yeah, at one unit. But you gotta understand, if you probably had the same amount of units. As far as like infantry, or at least enough of them to survive the onslaught. Because even though there's 22,000, let's say hypothetically, even if you have less, let's say you have 15,000, what do you call them, iron breakers, or the guys who have iron will that are melee based, who have shields and I think hammers. If you have, let's say, 15,000 of those versus 22,000 Sisters of Avalon, even if the Sisters of Avalon focus one unit at a time, they're never going to burn through 15,000. Not fast enough. Like, in general. Yeah. But this is also, I'm not trying to hate on you a little bit, Raven Guard, but that means you had horrible placement. That means your gyrocopters, something was out of place. Because something doesn't sound right. Either your gyrocopters were out of place, or somehow you did not rush quick enough. Because your gyrocopters should have been right on your infantry's butt. So as soon as the Sisters of Avalon were locked down, that they could push in front and only get shot by the Phoenix Guard and focus them down. But, that's what I'm saying. He brought a versatile army. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I know he brought it. You talking about Raven Guard brought a versatile army? That's fine. But you also got to play to what your enemy plays to. If you know you're fighting high elves, if you know you're fighting dark elves, always spam. I don't know what they're called. They're the ones with the hammers. They're the ones with the hammers and stuff. But, yeah, if you know you're going to be fighting something with a ton of range, like high elves or dark elves, definitely focus on something that counters it hardcore. Because that's what they're known for. They're just going to sit back and troll you. That's what the high elves and the dark elves do most of the time. The dark elves are a little bit better at melee in some instances. But, in my opinion, they're still going to shoot you. Like, it's kind of like how Ikit kind of plays a little bit. Most of your melee that's there is just for control. Okay, well then in that case, it's the reverse though. Then because now you made it sound like the Sisters of Avalon were in the choke point first. So in that case, you hit the Phoenix Guard with your melee units, and you lock them down. And then you use your other units you know can kill the Sisters of Avalon and focus them down. Plus they had a hill. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's not going to change much. It doesn't really reduce... In this game, it doesn't really reduce much speed to charge up a hill. It does help the archers, because it does give better line of sight once you enter their cone. But that still wouldn't mean much difference to shielded units. That's why shielded units are very important in large numbers against a empire who specializes in range. He could go around with the gyros. The gyros are not locked into the map unless it was one of those cave maps for some reason. Unless it was in one of it was an underway battle, and it's only straight at each other. Then, even then, the gyros will just fly over the choke point. This is why you have to lock down the unit in the choke point. So whoever's in the choke point that's archer related or hybrid related can no longer shoot them down. It's going to be whatever's behind the choke point shooting at them, which is what the gyrocopter target would be, because the gyrocopters. Have you heard his units died before they reached the guard? He brought 2 gyros. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know the battle, but that sounds like you could have won that. I think there was just something that just, maybe you were just off place somewhere by accident. Something just timing didn't work. Because timing is everything when fighting the elves. One false move means you're going to just eat tons of arrow damage unnecessarily. Because that's all they are. They're just going to camp on... They're basically Call of Duty players. Like, essentially, the elves are Call of Duty players. They like to sit back. They like to chill, camp on you, and shoot you from a distance. But yeah, that's cool. But like I said, it's not really formation. It's about, and I also don't recommend necessarily formations in this game, since this isn't like 3 Kingdoms and you don't get like turtle formations and stuff that really work for your army properly. There's no real point to it. There's no real point to formations. It's more team comp and formation composition than anything. You sent in your heavy infantry first. I wouldn't have done that. because that's probably why you got messed up. Your heavy infantry are too slow, especially playing as the dwarves. They're not going to reach it. You're going to need something to run fast first. Eat all that arrow damage for your slower units, and then bam, like a folding wave on top of a camper. What about the life mage? It's a mage. It doesn't, unless y'all were playing with mods, and this is why I tell you don't play with mods, Raven Guard. Because that life mage sucks. Trust me. It's not that good. I've used it. In vanilla, I don't know about mods, but in vanilla, that life mage is garbage. It is not that good. It does not help. Not against a proper onslaught. Now, I don't know. Oh, you only had heavy infantry. Ah, no mods. Okay. Well, he also said he only had heavy infantry. So now it's starting to make sense why you died before you reached even the gate. Or the choke point. The hot gates. It makes sense why you didn't reach it. Because if you only had heavy infantry, that means they were way too slow. The heavy infantry needs some speedy units in front of them. This is the only down. This is also why the elves tend to beat the dwarves in the first place. They're slow. They're super slow. And iron drakes. See, I wouldn't have wasted on any iron drakes. Iron drakes to me seems pointless against the elves. You will never outrange them. You will never outshoot them. And you will never outgun them. I don't even think Ikit can do that. I don't even think Ikit can. I don't think the Rattling Gunners will even outrange or outgun those Sisters of Avalon and those archers that the High Elves have. You want melee and flying units if you're going to fight the High Elves. The Iron Drakes, I would have probably sacrificed the Iron Drakes for 2 more gyrocopters. So I would have had 4 units of gyrocopters. That way you would have had a ton of Air Force to rush the lines with once the lockdown had begun. Because Iron Drakes are just going to get mowed down. Because it comes back down to the fact... yeah, I know. Well, I mean, did you know you were fighting a High Elf? I always assume. Every High Elf player I've ever fought in the past in Warhammer 1... Not High Elf, even Elf player in general. Like Wood Elf player, and every High Elf player I've seen in YouTube play, they're always going to bring tons of archers. That's just what the High Elves do. They're just like throwing arrows at people. They don't even fight man to man. Why I don't like really playing as them, to be honest. I don't like units that are that sleepy. I call that a sleepy army. It means you can sleep at the wheel and still win. Meaning I can just sit back, have the archers sit in good positions, mow down everything, and just sit back and sip some tea. And watch Tyrion mow down people with Sun Eater. The High Elves are, to me, super broke, even in vanilla. Like, they can be really highly broken at times. Because their archers are just way too savage. That's why you have to... Timing is everything with them. If you don't hit them at the right moment when before those archers really get a good position on you, well, you saw what happens. They're just going to melt everything. It's just going to be... It'll be like that... I don't know if y'all ever seen that Japanese movie. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a martial arts movie where these guys blotted out the sun with arrows. And blotted out the sun with their arrows when they fired it. So it kind of feels like that with the High Elves. It feels like they're firing so much at you that if you looked up, if you were on that battlefield, you wouldn't see the sun. Especially when they got the sisters who had the high ground. Yeah, and the sisters are the nastiest of all of them. The sisters are the bread and butter of that damage those elves camp with. The Phoenix Guard are more for hybridization to keep the sisters safe, as they were doing in the choke point, kinda. And then the other units, I don't play with them often, so I don't know all the unit names by heart and what they're good at. And then there's the dragons. That's also something that's a little bit messed up in my opinion. They get dragons and giant eagles and archers who can shoot from miles away with deadly accuracy and tons of damage, probably with magical arrows. And there's like, oh, and dragons. It's like, or the anime gate, where a modern army wasted a medieval army. Oh yeah, that's true. Why would a medieval army ever try that? A modern army versus a medieval army? That medieval army should never, ever try that fight. And giant trees. Yeah, giant trees are always a pain. Wait, the high elves don't get tree imps, do they? No, they don't. I don't think they do. I think that's a wood elf thing. Or are you talking about that other battle between the modern army and the medieval army? I was like, that's exclusively wood elves, I think. They do? Without mods? Really? I didn't know Tyrion... That seems stupid. Hold on. We're not doing anything, I'm just checking something.
I am Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
There's no way for me to see their unit roster, is there? That just seems weird. I don't know about that. I'm not an expert, but I feel like that one might be slightly inaccurate. I've never seen Tyrion with a giant tree. Check the Everqueen. The Everqueen is part wood elf. Also, I'm almost positive that the Everqueen, if she's fantasy-based still, is also part Fae Enchantress. Because she kind of looks like it. Look at that! You see that dragon right there? Oh my god. Okay, so you use a Hell Pit Abomination to kill the dragon, I'm assuming? That's what it looked like. It was Dark Elves versus Skaven in that battle. That's a scary thought. Skirmish. What? Oh, skirmish. So I'd have to do like a custom battle, huh? I'd have to go into battle and do this. I can do quest battles? That's cool. Wait, do we have an Everqueen yet? Hold on one second. I actually know who else that Everqueen might be. 1 second.
I fight for the greater good.
Alariel.
Yeah.
The Everqueen.
Alariel. Yep, that's her. She even said her name. Oh, right. She is in this game. I always forget the Everqueen's in this game because I'm used to her in the Age of Sigmar riding a giant beetle. Right. Forgot about you. So that makes sense. That makes sense. She does. She gets Treekin. Right. Because she is the Everlorn. Avalorn? I can never say her name right. Avalorn. The Everqueen! I forgot that she was in here. Check the Everqueen rosters. Wait. How would so let me see what happens if I do a custom. Okay. Dryads. Is that all she gets though? So, Treekin. Tree Man. Yeah, so she's the only one. Okay. But the rest of them, unless you get her, I don't think the rest of them have that. Let's see. Regular High Elves. No. So yeah, but that's only her though, so I don't know if I can count that totally. Because it's only the Everqueen herself who will eventually kind of merge with the Wood Elves anyways. From what I've seen in Age of Sigmar sorry about that, models. I'm just saying toys. From what I've seen of the Everqueen models for Age of Sigmar, I mean, she's eventually going to be part Wood Elf anyways. And she's going to have a giant beetle. I didn't know you could do this. This is actually pretty awesome to see what kind of units... I knew you could do custom lab things, but I've only done this with Ikit. So where is he? Clan Scribe. Yeah, so I've only done this with Ikit, and the only person I fought was, I think I just randomly chosen Midland last time because they were the top person. So. I like that you can build your own stuff. It's so cool. And you get Regiment of Renowns in here, too. That is awesome. All the heroes from this type of thing. Or all the lords, excuse me. All the heroes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then add another AI player, that'd be cool. I might do a custom battle at one point just to have some fun with it during a stream. And the big treeman. I use this to test formations. Ah! That's probably what I should do. I only use it to test units, not really formations, and I don't even really use it that often to know. See, as you can tell, because I didn't even know since I forgot the Emperor Queen was in here, I didn't even know I could check her stuff right there. Just if I wanted to check what they have before I go in there. That's really cool, actually. Wonder if I should start a playthrough with the Emperor Queen. It'd be kind of cool to play with her. Because then we'd have tree people along with frickin' Sisters of Avalon. That sounds real broke. But, oh, well, CR, I have a grudge to repay. The grudge beard must march. That's fine, I gotta end it. It's late anyways, Raven. But alright, Raven. Warlock, Farseer, Solid, James, Army West 9. Shout out to Be Solid and James, Army West 9, by the way. Check them out, they're pretty cool dudes. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined tonight. This has been a good one. I've enjoyed tonight immensely. We had a lot of fun with the Science Rat tonight. He did some good work. Those sisters are gonna die. Alright, Raven. Good luck, man. Just remember what I said. Don't worry about range, and you're gonna need something kind of speedy just to close that distance every now and then. Because the dwarves will get outshot if you don't. And tons of Air Force. How you use that is up to you. But just remember, Air Force is important for this battle. Too much dwarven blood has been spilled. Exactly. The grudge must be atoned. But, alright, man. And everybody else, thank you for joining tonight. All my guardians out there, thank you. I also want to say thank you to, I got another subscriber today, Hafiz, I think Mahmoud? Sorry if I said your name wrong, Hafiz. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone has enjoyed Ikit Claw's Fury tonight, because he unleashed it. And we blew up an entire Bretonian settlement with a giant doom spear. It was fantastic. So, I hope y'all have all enjoyed this one tonight. If you did, as always, please step on that toes up button for the power of the Skaven and the spread of the pestilence plague. And until next time, I hope you all have a good one. And stabby stabby. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night, everyone. I will see you all next time while my Skaven takes over. Bye. Bye, everybody. See you all Saturday. Bye, everyone. Bye.